Welcome back, familiar, to Northside LDN, and we've got another edition of the Arsenal VAR X-Files Complaints Helpline. Make sure if you see any filo da puta, any mutant, any Arteta only fan complaining about the refs, make sure you dial the number below so they can call Frank. And let's go. Let's go. Let the cooking commence, you filos da puta.
Point, and I keep saying it, the FA actually stands for fuck Arsenal, because they keep doing it. It's like we played against City with 10 men. We come here today, another controversial decision by the referee. That was a goal. Anywhere else on the pitch, any other team, that is given a goal. But here at the Arsenal, it's not given. It's getting obvious now. The referees are cheating us now. It's getting beyond the joke. It's
getting beyond the joke. It's getting beyond the joke. If you go to Sky Sports right now, forget what this Don King looking filo da puta's talking about, bro. Man looking like the 60-year-old Jermaine Dupree. Forget what this filo da puta's talking about, bro. Yeah, I'm saying Rick Ross without a beard. If you actually go to Sky Sports and you type in controversial referee decisions, there's about 3 or 4 videos about controversial referee decisions not going for certain teams. Oh, yeah. All those clips weren't about Arsenal, you filo da puta. What's this guy talking about, bro? What is this filo da puta talking about? It's not just about Arsenal. It's not just referee or controversial decisions or refereeing decisions that just go against Arsenal. There's other teams as well. Type it in Sky Sports, controversial refereeing decisions. Is every decision about Arsenal? Is it? No, it's not. But this filo da puta can't decide if he's going to wear a hoodie or he wants to be the new North London Sherlock Holmes. Yeah? I don't know what this filo da puta is talking about. But, bro, it's not just about Arsenal, bro. It's not just about Arsenal. So, para dessa pucaria, para não foder a cabeça, yeah? Decisions don't go for you, and some decisions go for you, some decisions go against you. Ultimately, whose fault is it that we don't have a clinical goal scorer? Whose fault is it that we don't have a bench that's good enough to affect any of the games that we've dropped points? Brighton, Bournemouth, and Liverpool. Whose fault is it that we've got a manager that isn't good enough? And if not, why don't you go on Sky Sports, type in controversial decisions that went against numerous teams, and then look at the decision, Doku, high boot, high stud, right into McAllister in the chest, and Liverpool don't get the decision for them, and it doesn't go their way. What about a couple of seasons ago against Luton, where we absolutely clamped the player, and our player doesn't even get a booking? It didn't even get whistled for a flipping free kick. Para de falar pucaria, bro. Para de falar pucaria. Go Turkey, sort out the hairline, para de falar merda every single time, bro. Yeah, I'm saying, I'm not hearing it. It's always excuses. It's always everybody else. At the end of the day, we are in charge, yeah, of demanding more as a fan base, demanding more from the manager, yeah. Whose fault was it that we actually came out in the second half and we stank it out for 45 minutes? Whose fault was it then? Yeah, I'm saying, but this flipping North London Flavor Flav will rather be there complaining about referee. If you know the referees are crap, then why don't we do our job? How about doing our job, putting the chances that we had? Trossard had chances. Martinelli had chances. Havertz had chances. Why don't we put our opportunities to bed? I don't care about Flavor Flav. I don't care about Flavor Flav. What about actually having some accountability for the people that are actually employed by the football club? The sporting director, the manager, the players, the owner. But no, it's Flavor Flav every single time. Every single time, bro. I don't need the bar-led, globe-head-looking Neo from North London telling me that it's about the referees. No, it's about this ownership. It's about this fan base that don't raise the standards and always looking for an excuse every single flipping season. Eu tô cansado. Eu estou cansado dessa porcaria. I don't need Flavor Flav tell me anything else. It is about accountability from what we didn't strengthen that we all knew that we needed to strengthen. And down, no vai kick essa porcaria. But today, get ready, bro. Get ready on the Northside X-Files, because there's bare excuses why we didn't win. Not one person talking about accountability. Not one person looking at our performance. Not one person making the players accountable. None of it. Complaining. Cala essa boquinha, não quero ouvir mais nada. Não quero ouvir mais nada. Yeah? This is Arsenal fans after the game. Yeah, it's like Big Brother in the Big Brother diary room, bitching and complaining.
Bull. I'm sick of that shit. He is lying little back. He's a liar. He is a liar. I'm sick of it. I am sick of the fakeness. I'm sick of it. I've kept it in too long.
All the Arsenal fans crying, bitching and moaning about everything else apart from our team. The people that actually are paid by this football club. These are the gooners, bro. After every interview, this is how they sounded.
Kept it in too long. I can't deal with it. He's a liar. He's a liar. He says one thing to someone and one thing to someone. I watch him and I should have known it from day one.
Should have known it from day one. The referees can't be trusted. Should have known it from day one. It's a conspiracy against us. Nobody wants to see us win. Nobody wants to see us win. I knew him. He's a liar. He's an effing liar. It's the referees. It's Northside. The B-Tech League gunner. It's Northside. He doesn't go to games. He's not a real fan. He doesn't go to games. It's everybody else's fault. It's VAR. Filho puta.
He is flipping me out because he has lied all night and he slates Tiffany to the ground. Slates her. And I tell you what, there's a few people tonight who I really didn't think thought that. And as soon as I said it, they started thinking out because they agree with me. They agree with me. This
Megan, Big Brother isn't here to be shouted at.
Big Brother don't like. How
Big Brother considers this to be a volatile.
You know what being shouted at? How do you think we feel? Yeah? Decisions going against us every day. Every fucking day decisions going against us. It's a fucking joke, mate. It's a fucking joke. Yeah? Conspiracy. They never do this for City, do they? They're only doing it for us. Conspiracy. Filhos da puta, man. Grown men can't take accountability, bro. Can't take accountability. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Now I'm tired of it. Stricto is in the diary room and he's feeling low. Filho da puta.
Head is still hot right now. Anthony Taylor is right there looking at the ball get hit by Kivior as he jumps over Curtis Jones. But as soon as he sees Kai Havertz receives the ball, takes control, and goes behind through on goal, he calls it a foul. Excuse me, what does he see? He's right there. Can he not see that the Arsenal player is the one that's getting fouled? He's literally right there. This is an absolute disgrace. And my gotten to the point where they're even getting community notes on Premier League VAR decisions. Why is it that we're better refs than the referees themselves? Why
is it that we're better refs than the refs themselves? If you actually play, which I can't because I'll get copyright, the actual game goes on. And what happens? Oh, potentially a handball. The jump as well, infringing the other player to jump up. Okay, let's say none of that's decided. Oh, yeah. We push Trent into the goal. This isn't Gladiators. I don't need this that looks like L sweatshirt from Odd Future to tell me, yeah, that is a goal, bro. There was numerous decisions within that run of play, yeah, that can get called for a foul. Please, por amor de Deus, stop talking rubbish. E.T., go home and relax. Sleep on it, get off Twitter. Bro. It's not the referee's fault we lost that game. We are to blame why we lost that game. We had numerous chances. We should have been up at least 3 up. 3 goals it should have been up by the first half. We wasn't effective enough. I'm tired of this, bro. There's someone called for an Uber driver. I'm tired of this rubbish, bro. What's this guy talking about? Bro. Someone asked for an Uber driver. Someone asked for... Nah, bro, I'm tired of this. Why is it always everything is against us, bro? Where is any sense of accountability at all? Our performance wasn't good enough. We had let them get back into the game. You know what I mean? What's man talking about? Nah, bro. And these man think that these man, do you know what all this crap is coming at? Yeah, these man try to act like we don't need to win the league. They know what time it is, bro. This season, yeah, they can keep telling me. I tell a man's not hot. I tell a man's not hot. I tell a man's not hot. I know you man are hot because you know after this season there's no more excuses. Nada. This manager better perform. He better get us over the line to win something, filhos da puta. Because if not, man, don't be talking to me about Big Shaq. Yeah? Yeah, I'm saying we already had Stricto looking at Big Shaq, telling me man's not hot. How can you have 25 jackets on there? Man telling me man's not hot. How are you not hot looking like this? How are you not hot looking like this?
That was a goal. Anywhere.
This season, I don't want to hear no excuses from you, filhos da puta, about man's not hot. You man better this filho da puta. If Arteta doesn't win me a major honor, rua filho da puta, rua. And quer saber, rua. Yeah, don't tell me about man's not hot when you got a jumper and a flipping waistcoat looking like you're ready to do detective work. I'm tired of it, bro. These men know the pressure's on. Where is accountability? The refs are crap for everyone. Why don't we turn up? Why don't we go get a striker? But you man told us Sterling's good enough. We're not burying our chances because you man came up with the pucaria about, oh, Havertz is good enough as a striker. I told you, Madi, because they ain't good enough. I told you. No, they can't brigade. I'm tired of it. Don't tell me, you know what I mean? I don't want to hear none of it. When I told you we need a striker, you man said, oh, but Havertz he's banging in goals now. And boom, 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 back. You don't know. I told the man's not hot, got Havertz. I told the man's not hot, got Havertz. I told the man's not hot. Yeah? Now look at this pucaria, bro. Now look at this pucaria. Drop points to Atlanta, drop points to Brighton, drop points against Bournemouth, and now drop points against Liverpool. A man telling me man's not hot. Now I'm tired of it, bro. I'm tired of it. Big Shaq, don't chat to me. Don't chat to me. We don't get over the line. I'm telling you right now, you'll be dodging me like when Chip was sending at the petrol station for Stormzy, bro. I'm telling you right now, because I talk outside this apocalypse, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't run out of bars. Just like Chip, I don't run out of bars. Just like Chip, I don't run out of bars. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm not hearing it, bro. I'm not hearing it. Let's go.
Yeah, the ball from Ben White, Saka absolutely ruined Robbo. Yeah, and I was like, cool. But coming to the incident that you're talking about, yeah, number one, it is a foul. Yeah. Secondly, even if let's say it's not a foul, well, it's handball on 20. It is handball. No, it is. I've seen everyone using this little graphic. It hit him here. It didn't hit him here. It hit him here. Yeah,
that's still considered part of your shoulder.
Yeah, but
what's underneath your shoulder?
Sleeve is considered part of your shoulder.
Okay, well, let's assume. Sam, 1 sec. Let's assume that's still not handball. So let's assume the foul's not a foul, and that's not handball. He still put his arm straight across Konate's face, so that's a foul.
That's not what they called the foul for, though.
No, that's not what they called the foul for. But I said when I watched that in real time, yeah, me, Matty, and Ola were watching that. I said, "What's going on here? What's happened? What's happened?" Then when I spoke to Craig, a Liverpool fan, yeah, he said to me that they blew 3 seconds before the ball even went anywhere near the back of the net. Even if we did all of that and none of that was a foul, none of it was a handball, the foul on Konate, well, he still threw Trent in the back of the net, so that's a foul. Yeah, that's not a goal, bro. First half, I thought we were outstanding. Yeah, the ball from Ben White, Saka absolutely ruined Robbo. Yeah, and I was like, cool.
This is what I'm saying, man. Facts from dad, bro. Facts from dad. You know what I'm saying? Dad, I need 50 quid for Christmas and I need a new PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? Big up to my G Lee. Make sure you're subscribing to Lee Reacts every single time. You know what I'm saying? We're here. This season, I'm telling you right now, we're getting our foot on these filhos da puta's necks. I'm not going to let go, bro. Not going to let go. The foot on their neck until the end of the season, until they say, yo, yeah, who was right? Who was right? Big up to my G, Lee, every single time. And we got more clips, man. We got clips for days. You know what I'm saying? I told you. I don't run out of clips. Just like Chip, I don't run out of clips. You know what I mean? Let's go. Let's hear some more crying and bitching and whining from this fan base instead of accountability.
Injuries after injuries, the list keeps going. Robberies after robberies after robberies, the list just keeps on going. When as an Arsenal fan are we going to watch a normal game of football? Just one with no controversy, no injuries, no controversial decisions, nothing like that. Just a normal game. When? I mean, to put it in perspective, our backline at the end of the game was Miles Lewis-Skelly, Kivior, Ben White and Thomas Partey. You tell me if that's normal. But speaking on Thomas Partey, he was genuinely unreal today.
Well, it is normal when you finish that puta keep gassing up the bench, saying that the bench is amazing. What are you chatting about? What are you chatting about? When you man say gas up this bench and say it's amazing, yeah, well, it's normal for you lot because you lot are the ones that are telling us this bench can do a job and the bench is fixed. What's man talking about? And saying, oh, when can we watch a normal game? It's funny. When the results go for us, you guys are not talking about decisions, are you? When we beat Wolves, you man ain't complaining. When we beat Aston Villa, you're not complaining. When we beat Tottenham, you're not complaining about referees. You know what I'm saying? When we drew to when we flipping beat Leicester, you guys weren't complaining. Do you know what I'm saying? When we beat PSG, you weren't complaining. When we beat Southampton, you weren't complaining. You know what I'm saying? You man only complain every time the decision goes against us. That's when you go. When the result goes against us, there's a problem with the referees. When Arsenal win a game, no problems with the referees. No one talk about numa pucaria the referee. No, porque but the referee, cala boca. Cala boca. You man only want to talk about referees when we lose and we drop points. That's it. You man only want to talk about, oh, maybe the bench ain't all that when we have to rely on them. You man pick and choose when you want to have certain standards, man, or when you want to have certain judgments. I don't know what these people that put us talking about. But I'm telling you right now, I don't need this marica da merda telling me anything, bro. I'm tired of it. Crying, bitching, and whining. All of them. I'm just seeing bare them getting views for bitching and whining about the referee. Nothing about what we could do. I'm tired of it.
That was one of the best performances I've seen him put since 2022 season. Unreal today. Bukayo Saka, is there anything else to say about this man here? He is the best right winger in the world. No one can chat to him. His physicality, the goal he scored today.
The best right winger in the world that ain't won nothing. Ain't led his team to win anything. Okay.
Hey, just remember, this guy steps up in every single big game for Arsenal, without a doubt. Marino got his first goal for Arsenal today, and I thought he was excellent today. Overall, that was just not a good enough performance, I think. In the first half, I thought we were excellent. Second half, we dropped off. Liverpool were on us the whole second half. Just not good enough overall. The referees did do us a bit dirty. The injuries don't help. Gabriel missing is big.
The referees did us a bit dirty. The referees did us a bit dirty. Bro, I swear that I'm tired of these filhos da puta, bro, with this rubbish narrative about referees did us dirty, bro. Why don't we just do what we need to do? How about that, bro? What's this Jay Sean filho da puta, young money, cash money filho da puta chatting about? When the referee did us, well, shut up, man. What about us doing what we need to do? How come there's never a discussion about that? Never a discussion about that. Never a discussion about the players. Not one person's holding Martinelli to account. Not one person holding flipping Trossard to account, Havertz to account. None of them. Everything referees can't do this. So the referee, let me get this straight, Jay Sean. Hold on. Do you remember all of the times we had? Let me tell you something, filho da puta. How come the referee has to do their job, but our manager doesn't have to do his job and earn his money? Yeah. When we went up twice in that game, we were in the lead twice in that game, and we didn't get over the line, yeah? The manager hasn't got to do his job. The players don't have to do their job. Kai Havertz, our third highest signing, doesn't have to do his job. Martinelli, that you gassed up, that is going to be one of the best wingers in the world, he don't have to do his job. But the referee, the linesman, VAR, everyone, they have to do their job. What kind of a selective accountability? I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. It's selective. You want to pick and choose who needs to do their job. What about this manager? He's been here 5 years. He's the reason why we got Jesus at the club. He's the reason we got Havertz at the club. He's the one, yeah, that's got Martinelli playing worse than how Martinelli was playing under flipping Unai Emery. He's the one, yeah, that decided to go get Sterling to fight with Saka. Bandem falar pucaria, bro. I'm not hearing it, bro. I'm not hearing it, bro. From Rishi Rich and flipping Jay Sean. I'm tired of it, bro. I'm tired. It's always everyone else's fault, bro.
But we take the 1 point. It's against Liverpool. It's not easy. We still haven't lost against a big side this season, and we pretty much played all of them. So we take it with a grain of salt. We don't mind it. Injury.
Oh, you don't mind it? Another free hit. Maybe 3 hits have returned then. Maybe 3 hits have returned. Maybe we got 3 hits again. More bitching and whining. This time we got, oh, here we go. It's Keenan and Kel.
Yeah, the foul was, please explain. I couldn't care less, broskies. I'm done with these refs, fam. This is absolutely insane. How, bro? Where was the foul, fam? Where? Havertz makes the challenge, fam. Puts the ball towards the goal, fam. How is the ref blowing it when the ball's rolling about to roll in the net, bro? How, fam? Nah, man, this could have been a 3-2 result. I don't even care, fam. All you man trying to say, oh, you're just playing victim. Nah, I'm not, bro. Watch it for yourselves, fam. This ref blows the whistle too early, and we put the ball in the back of the net, by the way. If you went to VAR to overcheck and see Wagwan, then maybe fairs. But, broski, I couldn't see a foul. Nobody else can see a foul. How was that not a goal, bruv?
Should have gone Specsavers then. You know what I mean? Maybe you could have some Versace glasses like me and you could have seen it clearly.
Genuinely some of the worst officiating I've ever laid my eyes upon, fam. This is a huge game. Arsenal were literally riding out with 2 if their most important centre-backs gone. Odegaard not here, fam. Saka came off. Timber came off. Salah was on a mad one after these men came off, fam. Liverpool on a mad one. I hate saying robbed every week, fam, but man, I just feel like it's been robbed from us.
Bro, this guy, this filo da puta. What the hell is this filo da puta talking about, bro? Complaining, bitching, and whining, bro. Man sounds like Little Yachty when he's there just flipping, sucking off Drake. Pause. Every single time. Oh, Drake didn't lose the Kendrick beef. Oh, Drake is the best. Yeah, when you know he took a L, bro. They not like us. This filo da puta, this B-Tech, Keenan, and Kel. Oh, here we go. Who loves soda? Kel loves soda. I do. Oh, and we can tell because you can see that plaque in between your teeth. Let me tell you something, filo da puta. We didn't take advantage. We fouled Trent in the first place, so the goal should have never stayed. I'm tired of the complaining, bro. Man looking like a B-Tech Marquis 50 Cent son that he doesn't even claim no more. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm tired of it, bro. Don't B-Tech Tyreek from power, bro. Now I'm tired of it. Listen, the reality of it is, yeah, it wasn't a clear goal. There was a lot of decisions in the run of play, and that is why it got called off. Stop making excuses, bro. Stop making excuses. This team, this club loves to make an excuse, bro. And they lap it up. They lap it up. They lap up. They love a good old, oh, let me inject myself with some excuse. Let me just inject it. Let me get that little, you know what I mean? That little copium. Let me get that VAR's against us tax. Let me get that 115 charges. We can't compete with that. Let's just run it in my veins. That's what they like, bro. Run it in my veins, bro. What's man talking about? I'm tired of this rubbish, man. I'm tired of this guy, bro. I'm tired of Keenan and Kel. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of it, bro. I'm tired of it. We weren't good enough because we ain't been playing well enough. We could have beat Liverpool. They didn't even turn up. You need to look at us instead of looking at Liverpool for excuses. Tired of this rubbish, man. Run up the next clips. I don't run out of clips. Just like Chip, I don't run out of clips.
Makes sense, for crying out loud. Anthony Taylor will referee Arsenal against Liverpool. No issue with that. I mean, I don't think he's brilliant, but fine. David Coote is on VAR. Now, apart from the fact that he's useless anyway, David Coote is the same guy that was on VAR in the away fixture at Anfield that didn't give the Ødegaard handball. He was publicly outed by Howard Webb as being in the wrong by not reviewing that handball. So you're going into the game where either he's going to try and even things up for Liverpool by giving them something soft, or he's going to be aware that we all think he's going to give something soft to even it up, so won't give something to Liverpool that he should do. But of the 20 or so referees that could have been chosen to be the VAR in this game, why would you pick a guy who made a controversial decision in the same fixture barely a month ago? Like, it's incomprehensibly stupid.
There we go. More conspiracy theories. More conspiracy theories. Every single time we don't get the flipping results. Conspiracy theory after conspiracy theory from this filo da puta, always complaining. This guy, we might as well start calling him David Icke. That's who you are. Forget Piers Morgan's son. Man's like David Icke. Maybe David Icke's your dad. Maybe it's more conspiracy theories. I'm tired of this rubbish, bro. You know what I'm saying? Man like David Icke, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? We got reptilians among us. We got reptilians. We got reptilians all among us. Oh, VAR's against us. Maybe we've got reptilians in the VAR. In the VAR room, maybe. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm starting to see triangles everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we're starting to see triangles and spaceships. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Starships are meant to fly. Come in and touch the sky. Starships are meant to... Maybe there's starships everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if Northside does like that, maybe Northside's part of them. Maybe I'm part of them as well. Maybe conspiracy theories. Filhos da puta. You know what I'm saying? Northside did this. Jay-Z did that. Line the dots. Line the dots. You know what I'm saying? Conspiracy theory everywhere. We got the flipping North London David Icke. A falar pucaria, bro. You know what I'm saying? Vai tomar no cu, para de foder a cabeça, pá. Para de foder a cabeça. Oh, the referees are against, everyone's against us. A conspiracy, bro. Shut up, man. Shut up. If there was ever a conspiracy, it would probably be more against Man City because they weren't the established big 5 or 6 or 4, however many they're inside. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's like Skittles, taste the rainbow, let everybody in. You know what I mean? So I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of it, bro. Always bitching and moaning about the referees and this and that. Never bitching and moaning about where this club should be at.
Arsenal fan. I've supported the club for as long as I can remember. I go to games when I can get hold of tickets. When I can't, I'll stay at home and watch every game on my TV. I love this club. I absolutely love it, and I'll defend it with every ounce of me. I'll defend the manager, I'll defend the players, I'll defend the fans when it's warranted. But one thing I can't defend, and I'm getting a little bit sick and tired of, is that small pocket of deluded, desperate Arsenal fans that keep blaming the officials every time we drop points. I am shocked that there are Arsenal fans out there that believe this goal should have stood. There are potentially 3 fouls and a handball before the ball hits the net. That could be a foul on Szoboszlai. It's 50-50. That could be a foul on Konate and it hits Havertz on the arm. He's lobbed it over the goalkeeper. And then he's bundled Trent into the back of the net. That goal is never going to stand. Saliba getting sent off against Bournemouth was 100% the correct decision, and I don't care how many examples people want to pull up of similar situations where players have only received a yellow. I don't care. It doesn't change the fact that this was a stonewall red card. Now, these two were comical. I've spoken about this and I've moved on. It felt like a social experiment where Arsenal were the guinea pigs and it went horribly wrong. And I can guarantee you that not one player for the rest of the season will get sent off for delaying the restart. The one yesterday against Liverpool and the one last week against Bournemouth were 100% the correct decisions. We didn't win both of those games because we weren't good enough. It's as simple as that. No excuses. Learn to take it on the chin and move on. Stop blaming the referees every time we drop points.
Trust me, bro. They're definitely taking it on the chin when they're signing up to Arteta OnlyFans. Trust me, they're taking it on the chin then. Trust me. They're definitely taking it on the chin. But big up to this guy. Big up to this guy. Exactly what I've been saying. Accountability for our performances where we've been dropping points. Our performance against Bournemouth, yeah, was atrocious. Our performance against Liverpool, first half, very good. Very good performance. I ain't gonna lie about it. Very good performance. Why didn't we replicate that in the second half? Do you know what I'm saying? How hard is it to be like, do you know what? We weren't good enough on the day. Instead of always looking for, X-Files, let me see, can I see a conspiracy? Can I see, is there a triangle? I don't know, I can see triangles and the all-seeing eye, and I can see all this, Illuminati, I don't know what's going on, conspiracy, come on, bro. Let's get real. Let's get real. Our performances wasn't good enough. Big up to this guy for being honest, man. Being honest. It's not hard, is it? Flipping, now, man. For this, jarring, bro. But we got Piers Morgan back on the show. Piers Morgan, come out.
Actually mental. This was how Arsenal ended yesterday's game. All of those crossed out players unavailable. 6 of them defenders. It's not an excuse. I don't want to use it as an excuse, but I do think Arsenal are held to a different standard in the media than, for example, Liverpool are being. Last season, when we went to the Etihad and they were missing a couple of players, it was all about how Arsenal had to go there and capitalise. If Arsenal were serious about winning the league, they had to win at the Etihad because City were missing a couple of players. And yet, I've not really seen any of that scrutiny on Liverpool. You know, Liverpool could have gone 7 points clear of Arsenal yesterday, and they had an opportunity with Arsenal missing all of these players at the end of the game to do that.
The difference between Liverpool is their manager hasn't had 5 years. Their manager hasn't spent almost £1 billion. Their manager's not on phase 5 when you, Filhos da Puta, were telling us, but it took Klopp 4 years. Well, now we're on 5 years and we still can't see no guarantee of us getting over the line to win a major honour. Liverpool fans, for as much as I see, the majority don't be over-gassing their team, saying that we're unstoppable because we're winning games. We're unbeatable. We're playing the Cruyff system. Nobody can stop us. Nobody. Cala a boca, so estúpido da merda. I'm too cansado desse palha. Eu estou cansado. Where's my chinelo? Eu estou cansado desse filho da puta. These man, yeah, want all the accolades and none of the pressure to actually deliver. That's the problem. That is the problem with these guys. They always want to tell you how great we are, and as soon as it's start to deliver, but everybody else doesn't have to deliver. Cala a boca, don't follow the D. I've told this story before. When I used to tell my mum, but Philip's mum gives him £50, she goes, cala a boca, go live with Philip's mum then. Am I Philip's mum? No, I'm not Philip's mum. I'm telling you, yeah, you're getting £2 and that's it. Yeah, I don't care what Philip's mum's doing. I'm telling you how it's going down. That's it. These men always want to overgas everything. You know what I'm saying? Overgas everything. The bench is fixed. Havertz is the best striker. Saka's world class, Saliba's world class, Gabriel. Okay, deliver then, filho da puta. Get us to over the line then. Oh no, but it's not fair because people are not talking like that about Liverpool, about this and that. You're the ones that, bro, you man are making starting 11s with Real Madrid, telling us last year that, Champions League ain't the same as before. Cala a boca, so stúpido da merda. Seguinte mandar boca. Agora quero ver os troféus agora. Agora quero ver os troféus na mesa. Yeah, if you don't know what trofeo, I want to see the trophies on the table now. You want to gas this? Cool. Now it's time to have results. Don't talk to me about what Liverpool's doing. You man didn't tell us that Liverpool were going to be in the title race. You said it's between Arsenal and Man City. So the standards are higher. The standards are higher because this manager is supposed to deliver. He hasn't delivered yet. But these men forever, but they're not. What are they saying about Liverpool? You cannot gas a team and your players to a next level saying that they're the best in the world and there's no one better than them. And we've got an amazing team and we're doing great things. And then now that you need to win, because guess what? You need to win the majority of your games to win against Man City. Oh, but they're not saying that for Liverpool. I'm tired of this guy, bro. I'm tired of this Graham Norton looking fiddle da puta, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of it. Rubbish. Absolute rubbish.
And they didn't. And if anything, Arsenal could have taken the winner at the end. Now, if Liverpool had been missing Trent, Konate, Van Dijk, Robertson, Joe Gomez and Connor Bradley, for example, oh my God, it would have been outrageous if Arsenal had come up against a team missing all of those players and not won the game. And yet, really, all I'm hearing is more negativity about Arsenal after yesterday and very little scrutiny on Liverpool at all. And a lot of people saying, well, Arsenal aren't allowed to use injuries as an excuse, and that's fine. But why are teams that we're competing with not held to that same standard?
They are. Once they're in phase 5, they are. Liverpool are not on phase 5, yeah? And eventually, you can't keep ducking for the expectation of your club. All I'm hearing is double standards. Okay, this is what I'm hearing from my fan base. This is what I'm hearing.
Bull! I'm sick of that shit! He is lying little back. He's a liar. He is a liar. I'm sick of it. I am sick of the fakeness. I'm sick of it. I've kept it in too long. I can't deal with it. He's a liar. He says one thing to someone and one thing to someone. I watch him and I should have known it from day one. He is flipping me out because he has lied all night and he slates Tiffany to the ground. Slates her. And I tell you what, there's a few...
Why they're slating Arsenal to the ground? Why they're slating them? We're on phase 5. It takes time. He's a liar. VAR's a liar. The pundits are liars. The referees are liars. Fucking stop flipping crying every flipping time. Bro, you're not a real Arsenal fan. No, I'm not a deluded, yeah? I'm not an Arsenal fan like you lot. You know, you lot that are losers, yeah? You lot were born and conceded on the mountains of the Hills Have Eyes. Your parents had to go all the way down the Hills Have Eyes mountain, down to Jeremy Kyle, because I need to do a DNA test, Jeremy, yeah? And then Jeremy goes, you go that way, and you go with Graham, yeah? Well, the DNA test is in, yeah? You do descend from the Hills of Eyes, yeah? Get off my stage. Cala boca, so filo da puta. I want my club to fucking win, yeah? How about that? Just shut your mouth. You know what I'm saying?
People tonight who I really didn't think thought that. And as soon as I said it, they started thinking out because they agree with me. They agree with me. This
Megan, Big Brother isn't here to be shouted at.
Big Brother don't.
Patrice, last time we was together, you was calling Arsenal your little brothers. I want to say right about now, there's only one team that's looking like our little brothers.
No, it's fine if you want to compare to United, but I keep saying to all my Arsenal friends, and I respect Arsenal, watching Arsenal is watching Netflix, you know. You always wait for the next season. And trust me, every season is going to be like that. So don't even get involved, Joe. You know, I'm like really nice, peaceful. Of course, you know, United right now is a disaster. But please don't speak about Arsenal because now you're going to cry what? For the referee? Come on.
Did he say a lie? He didn't say a lie there. It's like Netflix. It's always next season. Next season will deliver. You can already see it, bro. This excuse about referees is going to carry on to the end of the season. These maricas da merda will continue to be complaining about referees to the end of the season. If we don't win the league, which I don't think we are, I hope to God I'm wrong. I hope on my granddad's grave I am wrong and we win the league because I'm tired of us not getting over the line. But he's not lying. He's not lying, bro. He's not lying, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He's not lying. It's always next season we'll get over the line. Next season. These men move the goalposts all the time. Oh, we're going to wait. It is like Netflix, bro. He's right. He's right. There's nothing that he said that's a lie. It's factually correct. 20 years, we ain't won the league. Every single year, it's been next season, next season, next season, next season. Get behind Wenger. He'll change it around. Get behind Unai. Unai will change it around. Get behind Arteta. It takes time, even though you finish 8th and 8th. Get behind Arteta when he finished 5th. Get behind Arteta when he's in the league title and bottles it. 8 points clear. Get behind Arteta. We got the best defense. Get behind Arteta. We got the dark arts this season. Get behind Arteta, but the referees are against us. It's the same crap all the time. He didn't lie. He didn't lie. But you know what? This fan base, that's what they like. They like, tell me lies. Tell me sweet little lies. They like lies, bro. They like lies. So obviously this kind of message, it hurts their feelings. But the reality is, it's the fact. It's a fact. But somebody that was my local Uber driver was very upset after hearing this. You know what I'm saying? Very upset. Let's go.
Ever keep my club's name out your fucking mouth. Patricia Ever once again talking about his favorite club, Arsenal. Manson had this to say: watching Arsenal is watching Netflix. You always wait for next season. Trust me, every season you're going to be like that. Basically saying Arsenal are not going to win the league this season, and every year they're waiting for next season, saying next season's their chance. What the fuck is he talking about? I get it, we haven't won the league for 20 years, but obviously you can see the massive improvements in the team. Obviously you can see we're one of the better teams in this league right now, and obviously you can see the last 2 years we challenged for the league. Yes, we didn't win it, and there's a relative understanding that he's bantering and he's making a joke about us in a banterous term, but it is annoying because there is some relative truth to this. Yes, every year we feel like the next year is going to be our
There is some relative truth to this. So why did you tell him to stop talking about the club when you've now conceded that there's some relative truth to this? Thank you for admitting it. So can we actually up the level? Like, can we actually start demanding some success? And if we don't, can we start showing this club we're not happy, bro? Whether it's you got a channel on YouTube, or whether it's you go to games and you're not going games anymore, whether it's not spending money, you know what I'm saying, in getting the new shirts and stuff like that. You said all of that to concede that he was right. This is the problem. Your first reaction is your emotional one because you love the club, which I get. But at the same time, reality doesn't care about your feelings, bro. The reality of the situation don't care about your feelings, bro. The reality is he's right, and you conceded it because you can't argue that. It's been like this for the last 20 years. So let's just rewind it back. All of that, keep my club's name out your mouth to then say this.
banterous term, but it is annoying because there is some relative truth to this. Yes, every year we feel like the next year is going to be our chance, but that's the reason why, you know what, the reason why I'm rattled is he's somewhat right. He's somewhat right. But as a fan, if you don't believe you're going to win it eventually, why even be a fan?
Do you know why even be a fan, Miguel? Why even be a fan? Because when Sporting went 19 years without winning a trophy, yeah, they took it into their hands to show the club it ain't good enough, and they won a league title. When Barcelona, out of their mismanagement of their finances under the previous president, yeah, they said the standards don't drop just because we're £1 billion in debt, and Xavi won the league. That's why. When Benfica kicks up a fuss, we then win major honors. Every fan base, yeah, that don't accept just the crap that's given to them, they win. The ones that don't, Arsenal, Tottenham, these are the ones that don't be winning major honors. This is what a fan is, not just being a fan of anything. A fan is not just being a fan of anything. You have to, there has to be something in it. You have to be getting quality. You don't go to a restaurant, get given salmonella, and then go back to the restaurant saying, "Oh, but I was a fan of the restaurant. Let me just give it another chance." You paid your money. You have expectations. It's the same with football. There's no difference. Being a fan doesn't mean being blindly led to just support whatever crap you're given. Ah, bro, I don't get it, man. I don't get it, man. I don't get it, bro. I swear down. I swear down. You don't go to a restaurant and they get you and you go, "Oh, I want a steak. I want it well done." And it comes like raw. Yeah? Will you not criticize and say, bro, I wanted the steak well done? Yes, you will, because you're paying. Yeah. But then does the waiter have the right to turn to you, or the owner have the right to turn to you and say, oh, do you know what? Are you a chef? If you can't cook a steak, yeah, you can't judge. Yeah. If you can't do a better job, then you can't do it. Why don't you get in the kitchen and make the steak then? No, it doesn't work like that. So why is that type of logic when it comes to football? Why? Why is that the logic when it comes to football? It's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You have to put emotions to the side. Emotionally, bro, you can't. Nah, bro. Let's go. Let's keep.
Because, like what a lot of the other people are going to say, or have been saying as they come on, why is Anthony Taylor at the end blown for a foul on Kivior? Kivior won a perfectly good header. A perfectly good header. And then, you know, and plays continuing, no one stopped. And then, you know, Havertz goes on and scores.
Did he signal for a Varney?
Because Trent gets pushed into the goal. You see, this is where the narrative start. This is where the narrative start. And most people won't go back and watch it back and just go, oh, but Don Robbie said it. Saucy Santana said it. Do you know what I'm saying? This is what they're going to say, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? The North London Rick Ross said it. Oh, we might as well get behind it, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? The brown skin fat Joe said it. So yeah, it must be the facts, bro. It's Anthony Taylor's fault. I'm tired of this, bro. I'm actually tired of this. It's always this, but I'm tired of it. I'm tired of Saucy Santana. I'm tired of this rubbish, bro. You know what I'm saying? Since when is Saucy Santana, yeah, the be all and end all about how we judge a game, bro? You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of it, bro. I'm absolutely tired of it, bro. But that's what they do. They put these kind of guys that are lying to the fan base on a pedestal, bro. Man like Saucy Santana, you know. Man like Saucy Santana. You know what I'm saying? There's your Saucy Santana right there. There you go. There you go. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of this, man. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Let's move on to the next one. Let's move on to the next one. Here we go. Here we go.
In the league right now, currently. Haaland. No, I wouldn't even swap him with Haaland. Is
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Let's just rewind what man just said, yeah? This is how much they have that flipping German chorizo in their mouth about, oh, I wouldn't take Haaland over Havertz.
I would swap Havertz with in the league right now, currently. Haaland. No, I wouldn't even swap him with Haaland. Is
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Bro, do you see the bucaria we have to deal with this? I swear down, the majority of this fan base I cannot stand. And then these fools stop to go, wait, you're hated in the fan base. If this is how the fan base is thinking, yeah, I don't want to be liked by you anyway. What is this, bro? Man talking to me like I want to be selected for a Diddy party. Bro. Like I want to go to Epstein Island. Bro, I'm tired of you, man. I'm tired of the bucaria you, man. Just what are you chatting about? What are you, man, chatting about, bro? I swear down. Oh my days, bro. Oh my days, bro. Let's go, bro.
On field, I would say probably fair enough. But once a yellow was given, how is it overturned? Is it because the VAR is Jared Gillett, who is a massive Liverpool fan, and Arsenal play Liverpool next, and now
You see? You see how they plant already the seeds of the referees against us? Oh, because we've got a bad decision against us before the Liverpool game. The referees are already against us because we're going to play Liverpool. What the fuck, man? What's this man chatting about, bro? What is this man chatting about, bro? Listen to this crap before we even face Liverpool.
Was given on field, I would say probably fair enough. But once
man looks like Mr. Potato Head from flipping Toy Story, bro. Mr. Potato Head.
The yellow was given, how is it overturned? Is it because the VAR is Jared Gillett, who is a massive Liverpool fan, and Arsenal play Liverpool next, and now
I'm telling you, bro. I don't know where. I swear down, bro. This fan base, bro. This fan base. But listen. Yeah. Let's not forget what Babs has said before. Yeah. That Filu da puta, the clickbait merchant. Yeah. Look at this one that I found on him. Yeah. Babs, you little Filu da puta. Yeah. Man like Rikishi. Man like Snorlax. You know what I'm saying? I found this one. Yeah. What happened to this take here? Filu da puta. Doing it for clicks, are we?
As a striker, I think he is. As a centre forward, Son was awful last year. I'm not gonna.
Jesus is better than Son. Okay, let's rewind that back for everyone that didn't catch that.
Jesus is better than Son. As a striker, I think he is. As a centre forward, Son was awful last year. I'm not gonna.
Jesus. It's why you don't get a sumo wrestler to talk football, bro. Yeah, but let's not forget what he said before. Maybe he was doing it for clicks. Remember? Maybe he was doing it for clicks. Let's not forget that he said this.
That's why I'm saying that. If I'm going over the top of my thumbnails and titles, bro, that's how YouTube works. You know how you said your job is an engineer, right? I'm sure there's certain things that you do as a job and you engineer stuff, right? That's specific to your job. To maximize my job, because this is my full-time job, you go a little bit over the top in titles and thumbnails. It's a very common game. Go watch any side of YouTube.
It's a very common game. Game, yeah? It's a game to you supporting Arsenal. It's a game to you what you do in your channel. I knew you was playing a game. Continue.
That's how it works, bro. I'm not here sitting saying and thumbnails. It's a very common game. Go watch any side of YouTube. That's how it works, bro. I'm not here sitting saying, oh, if I was to title my videos in a boring paragraph, it wouldn't get the numbers I get and it wouldn't be my job anymore, right?
It wouldn't get the numbers I get, so you have to say that Jesus is a better striker than Son. Interesting, filho da puta. Interesting.
Right, so you obviously do that type of stuff, and everyone knows that, by the way, as well.
And everybody knows that. No, the people that are fraudsters like you lot do that. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. But we'll never forget that. We'll never forget what you said. The streets remember. The streets remember. You know what I'm saying? The streets remember. You know what I mean? But big up to everyone that's locked in. Well, I'm going to put the link up for anyone that wants to jump on, have their say. Big up to everyone that's locked in. You know what I'm saying? The Arsenal conspiracy theories continue. They continue. They continue, bro. They continue. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. Absolutely crazy. The pot belly Batista, bro, chatting to me about something. Feel that puta. You know what I'm saying? Big up to everyone that's locked in. Bav should stick to Pokemon footballs. He's a pot belly Batista, bro. I don't know what that guy's talking about, bro. Chatting rubbish, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm B-Tech Big Show, bro. You know what I mean? I'm tired of fraudsters like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? A felt striker in the midfielder, you man are worthless. Bavs look like Rikishi from Timu. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Big up to everyone in the chat. Make sure you're smashing the like button. Make sure you're subscribing. What's man saying? Papa Don Fat Joe, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm out here making thumbnails for 5-0 saying good win, papering over the cracks. And then I hear this. Yeah, bro. Well, welcome to this fan base, bro. And that's why they don't like me, because I'll keep highlighting the crap that they say. They're the ones that put it on the internet. I don't force them to say none of this crap. I don't force them to say it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the one holding the camera there. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, he got exposed. And I'm going to keep reminding people that he got exposed, bro. Because these men should not be the face of the fan base, or to have, they don't deserve the platform that they have. Playing games and, oh, nah, bro, I'm tired of it. And a lot of them, it's not just him. He's just one of the first ones to admit it. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. But big up to Zir, man. Big up to Zir. You know what I'm saying? Big up to the man, then big up to everyone that's locked in. You know what I mean? Guru, what are you saying, bro?
Bro, the amount of can you hear me, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Before I start, guys, if you're not subscribed, please do. And smash those likes, man. Come on. Come on. You're not gonna get this anywhere else. Please. Bro, the amount of streams I've watched since that draw, it's crazy how much of that stuff's going around. And I did see Lee Cook Igal yesterday. I was watching Potts' channel, and I'm like, why is this guy here? Because every time he opens his mouth, I'm just like, I cringe. Like, I physically cringe. Because the stuff he says is just, there's no way he can believe that. There's no chance he believes that. Like, when he's talking to his wife, yeah? There's no way he believes what he says. There's no chance. Because you have to be delusional on another level to believe that kind of stuff. Refs are against us. Did you guys see the stuff that went against Wolves last year? It was crazy, dude. Wolves got the most amount of VAR controversies against them last year. That's why they did the whole thing where they appealed and all that stuff, yeah?
Mm.
But no one talks about it because it's not top 6. There's a lot of things that went against us in the games we won as well. You won't see us talk about it because, oh, we won the game. It's fine. We move on. There's no Arsenal conspiracy. The only thing that exists in this country is they're just shit. They're just bad all around. They're just bad. The refereeing in this country is probably that of, I don't know, League 2 Portugal. Sorry to bring your country into this, but you know what I'm saying.
Mm.
Where it's like that's the quality of refereeing. It's not just us that gets the bad calls. If you guys saw the West Ham penalty, I don't think that was a pen, to be honest with you.
Bro, so these men don't think I'll let you go, yeah? Look, part 1, VAR. Hold on, because it starts playing. Part 1, VAR, Sky Sports, Premier League. Most controversial VAR moments of the season, part 1, yeah? They've got Man United. They've got Fulham. They've got Liverpool. They got City. They got all sorts. There's like about 3 or 4 parts. Why don't you, man, do your research and go in, yeah? The Sky already put together. Sky, the own VAR. Put together compilations of controversial decisions, and some of them they had to go back on and apologize. And guess what? Every video ain't Arsenal. Which proves the point, it's not all on Arsenal. Yes, we get bad decisions, but so do other teams.
It's just incompetence from refereeing in this country. We get managers from overseas. We get the best player from overseas. The PGMOL need to get the best referees from overseas if the refereeing standards are going to improve. But that will never happen because English refs are the best. How come there's no English ref in the World Cup then? Tell me that. Riddle me that. How come there are going to be no English refs in the World Cup? Because they all know this. They're just incompetent and they don't know how to do the job properly. So if you know this and you know they're going to be making mistakes, maybe just do your job as players and put the ball in the back of the net. How many times did we have against Liverpool to put the ball in the back of the net? Martinelli, I can think of 2 clear-cut chances where he should have at least got the ball on target. Havertz, I said this in the chat earlier. He's standing 3 yards from goal. The ball hits him in the face like he's not expecting it. Why are you standing there then? Why are you standing there if you're not expecting the ball there? How does that make sense? Maybe you just don't have the instincts to be a striker. So maybe we were right all along. We needed backups for these people. But we're the assholes. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
It's all to take away. Do you know what it is as well, though, Guru? Yeah, and big up for jumping on. Big up to Matty as well. Do you know what it is? They will never, ever, end of every season that we don't get over the line. Yeah, they never have the humility to say, do you know what? Yeah, guys, listen, we called you fake. We called you. Listen, Northside, I don't like the way you speak. I don't like the way you deliver it. I don't like maybe the way you drop certain jokes. But you know what? You was onto something. Maybe the areas that we needed were the areas that you guys identified. They never do that. How long have we told them we needed to replace Aubameyang? How long did we tell them that if something happens to Saka, we don't have adequate backup and Sterling ain't the answer? How long have we told them that we needed a backup to Odegaard? How long? But these lot will bring it up like we never told them. Like there was nobody in the fan base, and not just me. I'm just one voice out of many. Loads of you guys were calling it out in the chat, in Lee's chat, in general. There's loads of us. There's loads of us. It's just I have a channel. But that's it. It doesn't mean I'm the first one. I weren't the first one. We were calling it out. Do we ever get, you know what, yeah? We call you negative. We call you talk. We say that you're not real Arsenal fans, but you guys actually called a lot of this out that we're experiencing right now. They don't want to. So to not give us the props when we do get things right, it's VAR. It's referees. They will swerve anything to say, nah. Northside, Lee, Guru, Matty, no. They're just negative. It's not what they called out. It's the referees. It's the pundits. It's the this, it's the that. That's how I look on it, bro. They will never, ever admit when they're wrong. And yet I've said it so many times on the channel. Arteta wins the league, I'll hold my hands up. And if I don't, I'll say it again. Clip me. I hope I've been clipped up 1 billion times saying that. Because I'm a man of my word. I'll stick to my word. I called him out because I didn't believe that he'll get over the line. He gets over the line, I'll say I was wrong. That's my only requirement. Win us major titles, bro. That's it. But these men don't have the humility. That's why they always want to blame everything else. It's everything else. I'm tired of it, bro. Matty, what are you saying, man?
Well, my thing is this, Northside, and this just goes back. We've done this year in, year out. I think Sunday, I was really mad with the game Sunday because it as a coach, former coach, nothing pissed me off more than giving up a game when you have it from a winning position. Because that means that you fundamentally don't know how to close out games. That's been our problem all 3 of these years we've been on this run challenging City. We don't know how to close out games. And instead of the fans pointing that out and saying, hey, man, why do we keep losing, drawing and losing these games from a winning position? Instead, they default directly to the ref because it's the easiest thing to do. That's easy to do. Now, me and Guru, I tell you, you're over here in America, right? You're over in the States, right? Toronto. Okay, well, brother, you right here, so you know how it works over here, brother. When we watch football, basketball, you'll see the final score of a basketball game, but then people will say, "Oh, it's the refs." But if you go pull up the stat sheet and go look, well, let's see who made the free throws tonight. That's when you 9 times out of 10 lose the game. It's at the free throw line. Just like in the NFL, when you watch football. You miss a field goal, guess what? Or you fumble the ball, just points off the board, going the other way. Same thing works in the Premier League. When you've got a game and you're in clear control for 20 to 30 minutes, and then you just stop playing, attacking to score a goal, and you just say, well, we'll just sit back and defend. We'll just defend our way out of it. You're inviting pressure. So you're asking for a team to come in. Northside, we watched early this year. People say it was a great point. I was defending the point. But Tony Clark Gunner was raising holy hell about it. He said, why are we drawing this game against City when we need to win this game to win the title? And then I had to go back to him at the end of the year and say, you know what? You were right, man, because we should have won that. We had them dead to rights then. We could have got points, but instead we played for the draw. See, everybody wants to go and go, well, you know what, man, we a draw ain't too bad here, points here, but when you start looking at it, we're already dropping points galore this year. We've dropped points galore. And I've gone on record saying 9 to 12 points, you're not winning the title this year. You're not even going to be in the discussion. Case in point, we're 5 points behind now. We're 5 points behind now. How many times in the last 5 years, let me ask both of y'all to this question, because this hadn't been asked, but you're going to hear it right here. I'm going to drop one of my famous Matt bombs. How many times in the last 5 years under this manager have we walked down a team to do anything? How many times have we been coming from behind and have to walk somebody down? 8th, 5th. See, the year we finished second, we started out good. The first year we finished second, we were miles ahead of everybody else. We've never walked anybody down under this manager. Because every time we have to walk somebody down, gentlemen, you know what that is? That's a pressure game. What do we lose? What do we tie or lose? In pressure games. Every time, every single time. See, nobody's thought about it that way. But I'm telling you, I've sat right here and watched it. This is why I keep telling people over and over and over and over that this is not the man to get the job done, because he's shown me whenever the pressure's on, he cannot operate in a form that would, could get the team over the line. Okay, he's a bridge manager. People don't want to hear that, but he's a bridge manager. He'll get you competitive, but he's not going to get you to go over the line. That's the same problem Liverpool had all those years with Brendan Rodgers. We saw him. Liverpool was cranking it out, but they couldn't get over the line. So what did they do? Hey, Brendan, thank you for what you've done, man. We're going to go in another direction. And what happened? We all saw what happened. City. Remember, Pellegrini was there. Hey, man, appreciate you, man. You got hit, but we're trying to get to another level. Arsenal, it's time for us to start acting like that. And instead of the fans turning around and going, you know what? This ain't cutting it. This ain't cutting it. What we should have done is turn around here and the year he bottled it, we should have said, you know what? We appreciate you, man. Thank you for your service. Here's a watch, a t-shirt, and a box of crackers. Thank you for your services. And we move on to go get somebody else that can get us over the line. It's that simple. It's that simple. Instead, our fan base is going back to these referees. They're going to everybody else. Because for me, we had that game Sunday, y'all. I don't see there's no reason we should not have won that game on Sunday. There's no reason we shouldn't have beat Brighton earlier this season.
Matty, can I ask you a question real quick? Yo. So what do you think? Like I personally have my own opinion on it, but what do you think it is that's changed this season where second half, like, you know, usually when you're watching the game, you're like, all right, let's just get to halftime, and then the manager will put one up, and then obviously will come out better second half. Every second half I've seen this season, it's the same. Where we come out looking, I don't know, almost tired, not playing the same game. What is it, according to you, that's happened?
I think he's so afraid because he's completely changed the way he played the year we actually took it to teams. The 93% season. He's changed his style of play. And so what happens is because he's so scared, because if you go look at that game Sunday, you go back, you'll see Martinelli had 2 or 3 chances there. Take the man on, go to the box. What did he do? He stopped, slowed the play down, turned around, and I'm sitting there screaming on the broadcast, like, go for it, attack the man, go. What are we doing? You know, it's there. You know. And then if you go back to the second goal, you can actually look at Van Dijk's body language. And it was kind of like, oh man, what do we do? What do we do? You kind of got him on the ropes. And instead, we don't finish the job. Anybody remember when Floyd Mayweather fought Sugar Shane Mosley? Yes. You remember when Shane Mosley popped him and he buckled and then he hesitated? It cost him the match. It's the same thing. We do this all the time. We'll knock somebody down, and then once we got him down, it's kind of like, oh well, we can just leave it to the judges. No, you got to go and finish the job. And until our team does that, it's going to be a lot of heartbreak like that. And it's been a consistent thing over the years with this manager. Anytime we saw Bayern Munich, go to Bayern Munich, you're in the fight, and then we play them in the second game, and y'all saw what happened. See, this is what we've got to learn. We've got to learn that when you look at older teams like Manchester United up on the Fergie, they would knock people out. The game would be over. I mean, boom, bam, bosh, over. Northside, y'all remember how they did us that year in the Champions League? They came in, it was bang, 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 whoosh, over. We had no chance of getting back into that game. And that's how they finished off folks back then. Chelsea, same thing. Chelsea, they will roll through teams. Will roll through them. Liverpool, roll through teams with Suarez and all them. Us, we'll get a team down, but then we just start, we'll rely on defense. We'll just instead of just finishing the teams off. When we started,
is that not more work? Is that not more work?
Yeah, but you know what? We did it in January. That's why it was baffling. Is that when we started the year this year, January and February, we were taking it to teams. And then soon as we ran up on City, he reverted back to his evil ways. And it's just like he defaults to this. He defaults to it every single time there's opposition. Like if there's something on the line, whenever they dropped the game and we needed a win, it became a pressure situation. And then that's when he would start second guessing himself. Didn't know what to do. These wild substitutions, playing people out of position. It's all because of the fact that he's inexperienced and he doesn't know how to read the situations when they pop up. Yep. It's like if a teacher gives you a bunch of math problems and you got them, you say, okay, yeah, he can do this, and then they give you something that you hadn't seen before. You kind of stuck like, okay, well, how do I start to solve this problem? What, do I need to do this? Do I need to do that? Do I need to do this? And it catches him right in the moment every single time. Every single time.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. Zia, what are you saying, man? I ain't even got your thoughts about Arsenal Liverpool. How did you see that game?
I did give my thoughts last time on the, but I just gave it briefly, to be honest. But anyway, man, I hopped on in very late, like literally your last clips I hopped on in. Man, I'm not gonna lie, man. Even without me watching, I can bet you that fans are still making ref excuses in it. I have a friend that does the same, but at least he calls out the club in it. Like if you do that, that's more respectable. But there are fans that genuinely don't do that. Like seriously, there's fans that only call out referees. Only. And I'm like, brother, you have 90 minutes and all you look at is that one moment. Come on, man. Come on. I remember when we played Real Madrid, we knocked you guys out. And obviously everyone was talking about the De Ligt goal, right? If you can go watch my match reaction, all I said was, we don't get to that situation if Tuchel costs us more than referees. That's the level that I look at.
Say that again. Say that again, Zia. You cut out. Say that again. You don't get to that situation.
I said you don't get to that situation without what happened beforehand, which basically in that game, Tuchel's substitution cost us. And we don't, we were 2-1 down afterwards and then they let go, whatever. We don't get to that situation without some dumb substitutions that put pressure on us. And that's the thing. That's me saying this because I'm looking at it through 90 minutes of the game. But a lot of your fans, they only look at that one moment. That one moment. Now, don't get it twisted. Do certain Arsenal fans have right to call out certain things? Cool, sure. As long as you acknowledge that you're crap. That's, for me, how I see it. Because to be fair to some people that call out referees, there are BS that happen. But then again, you already know this. I think Guru said it perfectly. You already know this. So if you know this, then just, how about take your chances? How about, play better football? How about all this? Take care of your own... I have the saying, control your own destiny.
Yep.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly. And that's the only way in life, that you get any changes. There's loads of things in life that can be up against you. For example, even though I want to do YouTube full time, my message is looked at as negative by the majority of this fan base. But I'm going to turn up every day. And even if I got to do double the years to get to where somebody can do in half the time because they're going to be saying that everything's amazing, I hold myself accountable. I'm turning up. I'm going to be available. I'm here. I'm putting the work in. Do you know what I mean? Accountability. There's always things in life that are against you or that you think aren't fair. Do you know how many people work a job, but they've got family to sustain? That they hate their manager, but they can't leave until they find another job. Financially, they're tied because they got bills to pay. But their manager probably doesn't favor them for promotions. This type of unfairness happens every aspect of life. But you still have to do what you need to do. You still need to make yourself accountable. Cool, I don't like this job. I've done it. I've worked a job I didn't like. But guess what? Until I get the next one, or I got the next one lined up, I just got to suck it up and just tolerate it until I get a new job. Loads of people go through that. Most working class people go through that, bro, to get to where you want to get to. Some people want to do a business. The business doesn't generate enough money for you to finish your job. So guess what? Your free time, you're working towards that business. You ain't got no free time. Whether that's on social media, whether that's a business, that's a shop or whatever. Well, guess what? How much do you want it? How much do you want? Because if you really want it, you'll do it. All my free time is doing content. All my free time, I'm not bitching about it. That's what I got to do. It is what it is. Do I want it or do I not want it? I can't just say, oh, but I wasn't bought. My dad isn't the king of Cape Verde. My mum is not the princess of Angola. You know what I'm saying? My granddad isn't the heir to the Portuguese throne. And I don't have all this million. Nah, bro, you got to do what you got to do. Where does this mentality of, we're just, oh, but things aren't fair, so I'm going to throw my toys out the pram. Yes, we do get decisions that I don't agree with. I can admit that. But at the same time, we don't ever go out there and do what's necessary to counter that. I.e. the opportunities that fell to Trossard and Havertz in that game and Martinelli. If you have a clinical goal scorer, out of the 10 opportunities those players had after those decisions, we bury at least 1 or 2 of them. We win the game. That's called self-accountability.
Facts. We struggle with that.
you're a Liverpool fan, yeah? And I want to ask you as a Liverpool fan, because this fan base, yeah, I don't know, bro. These men are some special type of fans. I don't know. You've gone up against Liverpool. When you guys lost the league 1 point, nobody said, oh, yeah, but you know what, yeah? Liverpool, you know what, yeah? Context. Oh, you know what? Oh, the referees are against Liverpool for Liverpool not to win the league against Man City. Yeah, when you lost the league by 1 point. Yeah, people were telling you guys, oh, but you only won once against City. No Arsenal fan was saying, oh, but the referees are against Liverpool because they all favor Man City when it was you guys in the title race. You know how it is like to go up against Man City. The reason I was angry dropping points to you is because you can't drop too many points. We're 5 points behind already, Rob, yeah? And this is the problem that pisses me off, bro. It's like, bro, what are we doing? What are we doing, yeah? We can't be dropping these points. We already dropped points to Brighton, 2 points to Brighton. We dropped 3 points to Bournemouth, and then we dropped 2 points. Then we dropped flipping 2 points again to you lot. Yeah, we're not going to win the league like this. You know what it takes. You tell me what it takes to beat Man City.
Look, that 97, 98 point season where we finished 1 point behind them, there's no excuse for that. You just got to take your hat off and say, look, they were the better team, because you're not going to see that again. 98 and 97 points. But then the season after, you know, we sign, is it Vandenberg in the window and Adrian and goal, and then we go on 99 points the next season, win the league. We win the league by January that year, and that's how you bounce back. You know what I mean? Because Klopp was our manager, that's what made him so elite. You know, we said, you know, keep your heads up, lads. We just won the Champions League. Now let's go and kick on and win the Premier League next year, which is what we did. But yeah, man, you just, to beat Man City, you just got, you need an elite manager with you know, that doesn't let the bars up and doesn't sign, you know, shit in the windows. Yeah.
Would you say when you won the league, you guys had to be near enough perfect? Because you lot went on a stupid run where you guys were not dropping any points.
Yep. Yeah, but
they nearly went invincible.
City were really bad that year also. Though, like, City had such an off year. They lost like 9 games in the league or something like that. And then obviously Watford took our waffles, because that was our first loss of the season, Watford away. And then the Arsenal admin tweeted it, phew, after the game. I was like, for fuck's sake, no way. But yeah, literally to beat City, yeah, you've got to be quite impeccable. But they can have off seasons as well. Like that season with us, when we finished on 99 points, they were terrible. They lost 9 games, and that wasn't like City at all.
So, but I could argue when we were 8 points ahead of them, they were having a little bit of an off season in terms of their consistency that season. Do you know what I mean? Like, that was literally given to us to be 8 points clear. Yeah, it means that they were dropping 8 points. So we had, like you said, they dropped 9 points. They dropped a load of points and lost a couple of games. We had that opportunity, and this is why I'm so hard on this club, yeah, because we have had opportunities. No one can say we haven't had opportunities. We have. Going up against Aston Villa last season, the league was still in our hands to win.
Yeah.
We've had 2 opportunities where we have had the opportunity. This season, they've not had Rodri. Yes, they got over the line to win certain games, last minute John Stones and stuff like that, scoring them goals. But at the same time, we've had opportunities that we can actually use to our advantage. But if we don't do our job, we can't then be looking at referees. We need to do our jobs. When we see that they're weaker, I would argue the City team that you was up against as a whole, as a collective, was better than the City team that we're seeing now.
98 points they got, let's see, in that season. Yeah, they were unstoppable, man. They really were unstoppable. I mean, look, it's hard to keep up with them. What I'd say is, get all your points, the most you can get in the first half of your season, because you know, second half of the season, they're going to win like 17, 18 games in a row. You know what they're like, they're relentless when it comes to the crunch end of the season. Bully, every time, we see it every year. When you were 8 points clear, they just kept winning. Do you know what I mean? And then you kept dropping the odd little, you know, points here and there to us at Anfield, West Ham away, Southampton at home. Then it all caught up with you in the end, because they just crept up, and that's what they do. You know what I mean, man? They're tough to beat, they are. And they're such a great team as well. You know what I mean? We can't just sit there and go, refs this and that. You know, you got to take your hat off. They are a sick team. You know what I mean? They are. With a great manager.
This is the thing. We barely create any chances, but blame the rest. Pathetic. Some games we have. Liverpool, we actually did have opportunities to put the game to bed. That's why I can't even look at that game and say, no, we did have opportunities. Liverpool, I've been saying how well you guys have played, yeah? And I was a little bit like, I went into the game. I'll be real. I went into that game thinking, I think we're going to lose. You guys didn't turn up. When a team doesn't turn up, Yeah, you need to put them to the sword. There's not one player from Liverpool that I think had a really good 90-minute performance. You didn't.
No.
We handed you those
Kanate,
games.
maybe
You guys
that
didn't
was
play
it.
well.
Yeah,
Go on.
I think Kanate was probably my best player that game. But first half, you had your chance. You know, Saka had Robertson on ice. You know, Trent was on skate by Martinelli as well. You had your chance there in the first half because our fullbacks were getting terrorised by your attackers, let's be honest, every single time. And I wanted Robertson gone after like 20 minutes. I said, nah, he can't do this. He needs to go. Otherwise, it's going to get ugly. And, you know, I thought that was shades of last season when you beat us 3-1 at the Emirates. I thought we didn't learn our lesson. We're getting totally dominated by you. And then, you know, second half, thankfully, we improved a tiny bit. And you dropped off for some reason. You just sat back. Why? You know what I mean? Go for it. Like, we're there together. You know what I mean? You scored 2 in the first half. We conceded 3 all season before that. You know, it was there. But, you know,
The thing is,
it was a poor mentality in the second half from Arsenal.
the thing is, Slot actually changed stuff in the second half, whereas Arteta chose to sit back.
Yeah.
For the
Why is he
first
sitting
30
back?
minutes.
You know what I mean?
For the first 30 minutes of the second half, we sat back. And the last 15 minutes, when we should have been sitting back with a lead, we decided to attack, and that's when you guys hit us.
Yeah.
What are these tactics? Can someone please explain them to me? Because I don't get it.
I don't know,
It's
bro.
poor. It's schoolboy errors. Schoolboy errors. Do you know what I mean? You'd expect better from a professional coach. Do you know what I mean? A manager that's been at the helm of Arsenal for all these years. You would have think he's learned his lesson by now. But playing like that at home, when you're already winning, just sitting back, you're just inviting the pressure because we made our subs and then, you know, we started coming into the game slowly. And then, yeah, I mean.
But you know what? It's like I said earlier, y'all. The man is inexperienced. Yeah, he's been in this job 5 years, but what experience did he have tactically coaching a team in world football? Absolutely none when he came to us. So this was always going to be learning on the job with him. And this has been one of the reasons why when Northside, Lee, myself, Guru, anybody, we bring up about, well, you know, we brought up qualified managers and people will laugh at us. It was the reason why we were bringing up qualified managers, because they've seen these situations that we find ourselves in critical games, and they can navigate themselves out of it. But instead, we super duper Mick, bring him in, he can get it done. And then time after time after time, we're in serious situations. This game Saturday is another critical game because there's Northside. I was listening to you while I was closing up the house tonight. As you stated, Northside, we've got this game this weekend, major game. You know, we got to get points this weekend. We can't be talking
against Newcastle.
Look, Rob, you know what worries me about that game? And I told Kenny talked earlier this week. I was talking to him and I told him, I said, what concerns me is that Newcastle has dropped a few games. Every time we run into a team that's dropped points that need a win, guess who provides it for them? Guess who gets them right back on pace? Gets them right back on pace. Isak, scoring drop. He scored Sunday, but you know, we're gonna have a little trouble there. Why? Because we've got to play Kivio at the back with Saliba. So Saliba's got to babysit this weekend. I mean, we find ourselves in these situations time and time again.
What's the extent of your injuries, Gabriel and Timber?
They said that. Well, what is it, Northside? They said that he's supposed to be. They said it's not too bad. This is what I heard. I heard it's not too bad.
Yeah,
but,
I read it's not too bad. Yeah,
but you know what?
No, Timber wasn't injured apparently, but Gabriel, they're assessing him, guys.
Yeah,
but
we
it's
know how
not
to
too serious. You know what that means?
It's sus,
you know what
innit?
that means? Yeah.
But Guru is sus, innit? Because we brought him back to get re-injured. So it's like, I don't really trust what they say because you're bringing players back and then they're getting re-injured. It's like, bro, what's going on? Like, Gabriel was the only one that we didn't really know about that had an injury. So I'll let that one slide and be like, okay, that's probably an injury that was just caused on the game and it's unfortunate. You're bringing back other players and they're getting injured and they're falling back. Saka's performance in the second half looked like
he looked hurt.
6 touches.
Yeah, he looked
6 touches Northside.
If you go back and watch the second half, there probably about midway through it. Watch him run. You can kind of just tell that he's one. Number one, he's not match fit because he hadn't played in 2 weeks. Which was, you know, I know what the gamble was, and we talked about it in our back chat. Northside, it knew what the gamble was. He got the goal, but at that stage, when you see him already leggy, this is what go back to experienced managers. Okay, I've gotten all I can get out of him. Let me go get Ethan and bring him on. Let's introduce Ethan. Let's change the pace of the game up a little bit. Let's see what we can do. Nope, doesn't do it. Doesn't do it. And so now you're gonna look to hopefully he comes back out. He's got a massive game this week in soccer against Northside, against Newcastle, and that's going to be a physical game. We know that's going to be physical, and so expect more bodies on the floor come Saturday. You know, all of this, and y'all, and anybody who's followed me all season know what I'm about to say. All this lays at the feet of one Edu Gaspar. He did not go out and get adequate players to fit in the key slots that we need. Today, I saw somebody tweet out, Odegaard is training on grass. That's where we are now. He's training on grass. No, that just simply means he's out jogging, kind of getting himself back together. He's nowhere near ready to get back in this team. Nowhere near it. I know. I'm telling you now.
You know what they said, Matty? They said 10 days because he wants Chelsea to think that he'll be back for the Chelsea game.
You know, just like I know.
I don't care for these games. Just tell me when he's going to be back. The other team, do you think they're just not? They'll prepare for both scenarios. They're not morons.
Yeah, what? And see, that's what our fans don't see. You know, me and you. Now that I know you're in Toronto, you see this all the time in NBA stuff. These players, how many times do we see players in the NBA and get in hockey get ankle injuries? And that's the worst injury. That and the hamstring are two of the worst to have to deal with because it's always reoccurring. Yeah, does anybody remember the year that when we got Odegaard on the team, the next season when we loaned him, he ended up injuring his ankle and he was never the same. It took him a whole nother year to get sorted out. Then he was on form. Odegaard is not a extremely physical player. So what do you think teams are going to do when he gets back? They're going to go right after him. They're going right after him. So it's going to be in and out. Same thing with Timber. Timber's coming off an ACL injury. An ACL injury. He's going to be on and off, on and off, on and off. And if y'all don't think, me and Lee were talking about this Sunday. Y'all think Moreno out there playing 100%? You crazy. What's the first thing he did when he hit the ground the other day? Reach right over there to that shoulder. He reached over that shoulder. Yeah. So we've got players that are playing injured right now, or they're not at 100%. And so we're going to be winging it most of this season. And this is due in part because the administration didn't go out and do what they need to do in the summer to bring in proper bodies, adequate. And right here to this right here that might be put up there, part of this will be alleviated if we actually have somebody that can score goals. That was somebody they feared because these teams know Kai Havertz ain't going to do nothing. Kai Havertz cannot create on his own and score goals. It's a proven fact. He's back. What we're watching now, we're watching the Kai Havertz that when he got in this team, y'all remember when they put him up there, it was like, well, give him some time to get sorted out. We're back to that again. He's got to get sorted out. He didn't do anything Sunday. He offered nothing. Nothing on Sunday. Nothing. He hadn't offered anything the last couple of games. You know,
Matty, what's the plan? You know, when things don't go our way, what's the plan? Because we entered this season with, we'll do the dark arts. Well, that didn't work in the games that we've dropped points. Brighton, Bournemouth, and Liverpool. They told us we're going to score from set piece. What is the actual plan? Somebody tell me what's the plan. Because when you've had a manager at your club for 5 years, you should know what the plan B is to get over the line. We already know that we ain't got the players that we need. What's the plan? Because the plan was actually working in the first half. Then we change it for no apparent reason when it was working in the first half. If you set out a plan in the first half, and then you go out in the second half, and then Liverpool react and then nullify it, I understand you changing it. Because now it's not effective anymore. Logically, it makes sense. Okay, change it. You're changing it for no reason. You're changing it and we're looking worse. What was the plan B against Bournemouth? What was the plan B against Brighton to get over the line? What was the plan B against Atalanta, bro? All the excuses that they're telling us, they've already conceded that we ain't got a fixed bench, so they can't use that excuse anymore because we just keep hearing about, oh, we haven't got Saka, we haven't got Odegaard, we ain't got this, we ain't got that. You already conceded that the bench ain't good enough, which is what we already told you. Then we're talking about what's the plan B? Because the things that we used to do well, we're not implementing when things go sideways. We're not implementing that. Do you know what I'm saying? Ben White has not been great this season. after being a very consistent defender for us over the last couple of years. He's not been consistent. Our midfield has looked all over the place in certain games. Martinelli's dropped off. Trossard gets moved around. Do you know what I'm saying? Like just passing from bro, he gets passed around like he's a whole player that like swapping sides and he's got a new pimp. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're playing cards, bro. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you're with this pimp this day, you're with that pimp. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what position he's going to play this week, next game. I don't know. Then you're looking at Kai Havertz. He can only play one position. Jesus ain't breaking into this team. He ain't shown us anything. No, neither is that. What is the next plan? What is the plan when things go wrong? I've always trusted this manager as every time you're sussed out, I don't see you overcome it. Until you reevaluate the season at the end of the season, after the matter, after we lost the league, after we lost the cups, that's when you then want to assess the way we play. We need you to be proactive within the game. That's where managers earn their money. Within the game, bro.
Yeah.
When we're losing against Bayern Munich, you're supposed to, within the 90 minutes, that is when you're supposed to figure it out. That is what you call a tactician. When does this guy do that? You tell me a game that's gone sideways us and we just work it out. We don't. If we don't have player for player, the superior players and the superior lineup, we don't get over the line. You don't see him implement something to just get us over the line. How is this a good manager, bro? You might as well just get Josh Kroenke just putting out the starting lineup. Or just tell Arteta, put the starting lineup out and just go home. Because you're not going to change anything by halftime to affect us getting over the line. You're not going to make a 60-minute change that gets us over the line. You're not going to make a 70-minute change to make us get over the line. You're not going to start playing, if you want to play so many DMs in the midfield, change it back to a back three. You're not going to implement anything to get us over the line. But when we talk about top managers, Pep had to learn how to get over the line to win the Champions League. Klopp had to learn how to get over the line and face Man City. Conte had to realize within a season how to beat this manager Pep to a league title. Jose Mourinho had to figure it out going up against Fergie in the Champions League, and that was a prime Man United, and he figured it out. Bro. Hansi Flick, another one. Yeah. 6-7 players, bro, and look at what he's doing. Look at how we made Real Madrid look like children, bro, in the El Clasico.
Yeah,
man hasn't even been there half a year.
Man started as assistant coach, by the way, for Hansi Flick, because he was with us. Man started as he was our assistant coach. We saw Kovac immediately takes over as interim. Boom. They ended up winning 6-2 in that. Like that was crazy.
Northside, what do all those coaches that you mentioned and you named, what do they have all in common? What have I been saying all night? They all had experience learning somewhere before they got to a big job. And we know Mourinho set up on the world-class manager. We know this. This is proven fact. We know this. But then when you look at Arteta, they say, well, he set up under Pep, so he should know everything. No, he needs to go out there and test himself first, and then you bring him in. You know, we're gonna go through this over and over and over. He's not. If people need to get this out of their head, y'all, he's not a proactive manager. He's never been a proactive manager. Since day one, he's been reactionary. Y'all remember Emmitt Smith-Rowe bailed him out? The kids bailed him out. You would think because the kids bailed him out before he would gamble again on Wannabe and say, you know what, let's take a gamble and see what happens. No, because he's been so shell-shocked by that 93% season that he's scared to do anything that will put him in a situation where City runs away with the title again. He was shell-shocked last season, and he definitely was hurt he was the year before last. He was definitely hurt that year because it was in his hands. No pun intended. It was all in his hands. And he just fumbled it going over the line because he was overthinking. At that period, and I talked about this in private with somebody. I said, if I was Arteta, they said, Matt, what would you do? I said, well, if I was Arteta, I would be on the phone with Arsene Wenger for the next 2 months trying to figure out what do I need to do to get over the line. I'll be trying to seek out advice. That's when you call your friends. Hey, man, come on over to the house for some wine. Let's sit around and talk. And you pick brains. You ask questions. But he's a know-it-all. This man is a know-it-all. He's a know-it-all. You can just see it. You can just see it on Sunday. We sat right there Sunday, and I told Lee, I said, Lee, it looks like we're playing with 10 men because we were soaking up so much pressure from Liverpool. And instead of us trying to alleviate pressure, making a substitution, you look up, Liverpool took off 3 men. They took off 3 men. And Ola said, well, Matt, there he is. They're taking off players. What are we doing? And he waits. As soon as they score, here comes Warner. Here comes Gabriel Jesus. And they try to, just combo up something. That hadn't worked at all. But he keeps going back to it because that's all he knows. He does not know fundamental situational awareness when it comes to football. And it gets him every single time. This is why when you see teams like Brighton, Brentford, Nottingham Forest, these small Everton, these teams, and they get them out. West Ham. When we run up against these teams, these managers, they look over, they say, you know what? We know how to get him. We know how to ruffle them up. And they come in. And if you look at the losses and the draws that we have from these teams, gentlemen, over the last year or two, it's the same philosophy from every single team. Every single team know exactly what to do when they play us. And and everybody thinks, he's gonna find a way. He's gonna find Super Duper Mix gonna find a way, and we consistently keep going around the same circle over and over and over. And somebody said in the chat earlier, and I'm gonna turn it back over to you, Northside. Somebody said in the chat earlier, it ain't like we got a really bad team, it's that we have a really bad manager. That's the problem. That's what's killing us is the manager. And the longer we hold on to him, and after yesterday. Because I've been telling him all day today. This man coming over there to Manchester United is about to fix some stuff. They're not going to stick in that. Manchester United will not sit in the mud, and they will turn around. They will direct all of their attention to these cups. They're going to go hard in the paint, and then you're going to turn around, and they're going to be breathing right down our back again. And we got 2 games against them this year that are going to be critical. That's 6 points that we got to figure out a way to get.
I said this as well, where it's like you think Chelsea and United are just going to sit back and, but guys, it's City and Arsenal in the title challenge. No, you know what? Let them have their day. We're not going to do nothing. Of course, they're going to do something. Next year is not going to be the same. Next season is not going to be the same. And if we keep this manager, we're just prolonging the failures. Like you said, Northside, in-game tactics. What does he do? I haven't seen one thing that he does to change games, especially this season. Sit back. Is that the way now? First half, you perform amazingly against Liverpool. And second half, you're like, yeah, and you know what? First 30 minutes, we'll sit back, and then the last 15 minutes, we'll go for it. What kind of tactics are those? And then people will make excuses for the refs and the injuries and whatever it be. How about you blame the players? How about you blame the manager? How about you blame Edu for not bringing us enough backup?
Well, the manager said he said he wanted the team to be more adventurous. Well, hold on. We've seen this team has the capability to be more adventurous. 2-3 seasons ago, we was playing really good attacking football. You're the one that changed it around. There's no coincidence that everybody sat back. That's something that you told them to do. Because this team is an attacking team. You created a team that is an attacking team, and then you turned it around to a defensive team. You've done that. How come every single player didn't want to attack? Martinelli, yards of space, go to the halfway line, turn back round. You're instructed him to do that. So how dare you turn out and try and throw the players under the bus when they're just following your instructions? When you let them play attacking football, they've played attacking football. We've seen it under your tenure at Arsenal. So don't try and do the whole, I was expecting them to be a bit more adventurous. No. No, you didn't, bro. You've told them to sit back, and then they sat back. We're not that kind of team. And the reason we're not set out to be that kind of team is because we don't have a killer up front. We don't have a team. The reason he even done the whole, we created a load of chances and we used to be an expansive team and attacking and attacking all the time is because we don't have any killers. But you want to do the same tactics with a team that has no killer, but you're not going to address getting a striker in. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. If you're going to give them limited opportunities to score, then who do you expect is going to bury it? Who? You're going to keep relying on Saka? Bro, it's ridiculous, man. It's absolutely ridiculous. I'm tired of this manager. Not only does he work out his tactics too late, he works out which players actually are good enough too late. How long did it take him to work out Jesus ain't the guy? How long did it take him to work out Nketiah is not the guy? How long did it take him to work out Reece Nelson ain't the guy? How long did it take him to work out most of the goalkeepers he brought in ain't the guy? How long did it take him to work out Zinchenko can't defend? This manager's slow, bro. His analysis of his players is slow. Not only the way that he changes tactics, his analysis of how to use the players is slow. How many games? We bought Havertz. We just bought him, bro. 17 games this guy was playing him as a number 10.
Mm-hmm.
You're the one that identified him. How are you playing him out of position when you're the one added him to the squad saying that's what we needed? You don't even know the best position to play him. You bring Calafiori, he can't defend, but you're playing him as a left back. But he can't play as a left back. You're the one that brought him in. You bring in Moreno and you're playing him as a number 10. You're the one that fucking brought him in, bro. How do you not know this guy can't play as a 10? What kind of delusional nonsense is that? This guy's a bimbo, bro. I'm telling you, this guy is an idiot. I'm tired of this guy, bro. And these guys, yeah, they want to talk about, but give it time, give it time. I didn't hear you lot saying all of this for Poch. And he was working with a toxic squad. That squad weren't built to get to the Champions League final. It weren't built to get to the Champions League final, nor did it have the support financially to get to the Champions League final. I never heard you lot saying, oh, well, do you know what? Oh, but look what he's, you know what? Yeah, he's a good man. You lot didn't say nothing. What did you lot say? Oh, he didn't win. That's all you lot say when it's the rivals. When Lampard went to Chelsea, you lot didn't say, oh, but he's got a young squad. You just said, oh, yeah, well, Arteta's going to be the manager to win the Ole war and to win the Lampard war because he's still here. You don't rate those managers. So why do we have to rate a manager for Arsenal that doesn't get over the line? Why? Why? Because it's your club.
He wasn't even a club legend. Arteta was mediocre for us.
He was a panic buy.
He was just another player. I heard someone say today, not sure who it was, but Arteta goes, who would you want in? Oh, probably Per Mertesacker. Because he played for the club. Like, come on, man.
Nah.
Like, this fan base is finished. They're cooked.
Nah, he was a panic buy when we got him. My Liverpool brother down there tell y'all, Brendan Rodgers, that year he said, you know what? Thanks, but no thanks. We'll go ahead and go in another direction. Go get the best available manager. Yeah, it was tough, those first few years dealing with City, but you saw what happened because you had the right man in position. You saw he had a good dossier. He had done it. He had done it at a team before Dortmund. He got so he had a track record of success. This manager had no track record of success before he came to Arsenal. And that's why I keep trying to beat in people's head. The man was not qualified when we got him. That's not saying that he couldn't do a good job in 10 years or 12 years, but for what we need right now, we don't have that kind of time. This is 5 years. The window closes. The window in the sports world is not long at all. You got to either get it or you out of there.
You can't be that type of club that has a manager that's just learning on the job either. You need someone who already knows what he's doing right now to get you over those type of situations that you get and becoming unstuck in, kind of. So I think that's what you said before anyway about you needing that type of experience to come in and sort your team out in that way. But Arteta, he ain't that guy. Like I say, he's stubborn, tactically inept at times, and the main aim of the game is to win those trophies at the end of the day, and he hasn't won one for like 4.5 years now. So harsh conversations need to be had.
Yeah, it's Go ahead, Z. Go ahead.
Yeah. The thing is, for me, it's not even about only experience. For me, it's because let's be honest, everyone that's experienced starts from somewhere. So let's be real about that. However, for you to say, who do you get? If you really want to be that team, look at Man United. They just went there and they got Amarin for, 10 million? So come on, bro, my country, we sacked Mancini and got back Renard, and Renard's with the women's French national team. How come? You can get a manager even if they're busy. It's not that hard.
They're serious, United, though, aren't they? Look, they just sacked Ten Hag yesterday. They paid him his compensation fee off or whatever it was. I don't know how much it was. And then they just gone and got Amarim today, buying him out of Spawn for 8.5 million. They're serious, aren't they? They want to change things right away.
I told you. And they're going to do it. They're going to do it. I that was my biggest. When I saw that piece of news yesterday, that hurt my heart because I knew. I said, "Oh man, the game's up now. The laughing and playing is over with. They're going to get serious about trying to get something done." And everybody, and I keep telling folks, he's going to mess right around here. Jokeris scored twice tonight. They'll bend both of those two strikers they just bought. They'll sell them. They'll sell them to Red Bull, and then they'll go out and go buy Holland, and then here we go. Not Haaland, but Jokeris. And then here we go. It's gonna be a change. The winds of change are starting to happen this season. And I've told people that these teams are not going to be playing around. You've got Unai Emery, who's working on a shoestring budget over there at Aston Villa and has them top of the Champions League.
Yeah.
Top of the Champions League, the new format, top of the Champions League. And you've got fans in this fan base that are still saying that Arteta is better than Unai Emery. And I'm looking at him sitting right at smack dead at the top of the Champions League and has won European silverware after silverware after silverware. The problem with that whole Unai Emery, and I'll put that to bed right now. The problem with Unai Emery was we got him at the wrong time. We should have got him. We should be getting him now and giving him $800 million to go out and get this team and direct this team to where it needs to be. And we probably will be on our way to some silverware right about now, some form of silverware. But instead, when he came to this football club, they gave him $35, a bus pass, and some juice. And they told him, they said, go out here and find something to do with this team right here. And then turn around. He did the best he could with what he had. And then Arteta showed up with his team. Is no different, Guru, than what they did down at Tampa Bay when the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in 2002 when they had that world-class team, and then they brought in John Gruden. He win the Super Bowl, but it make it look like he did the job when he ain't done nothing. And then when you finally leave, put him in a situation where he got to do, he hadn't done anything. It's the same thing with Arteta. Arteta came in here with his players, and then he won that FA Cup. Everybody propped him up, and then when it was time for him to tear it down, he hadn't done anything since.
Facts. Do you know what? I've just watched AC Milan against Napoli tonight. What phase is Conte in? 'Cause he's 7 points clear at the top.
Did they win again tonight?
2-0 away at AC Milan. 2-0 in the San Siro. Yeah, Scott McTominay running the show. Yeah, Lukaku scoring. Yeah, like, what are we doing here? Cavaradonna scored a great goal tonight. The game was dead, I can't lie. Yeah, it was a sick goal. The game was trash, though, I can't lie. Yeah, and AC Milan are not very good. But what phase is Conte in? Because we got told, all of us got told, sorry, nah, he's a scrub. What did he do at Tottenham? Yeah. Well, he finished above Arteta in his first season. Yeah, and Arteta was in his third season or second full season at that point. Yeah, then you get told, oh, yeah, but it's a farmers league. Yeah, Gal's just told me, yeah, but you comparing. Mate, you was in that chat. Yeah, I just jumped on Potts' chat. I've got some clips for you, Northside, don't worry. Yeah. Do you remember he sat there on the show, Northside, yeah, and said he'd sack the manager if he finishes third without a trophy. But if he wins the League Cup and finishes third, he'd keep him. Do you remember that show?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, he's now saying if we win the FA Cup and finish third, he'd sack him. And so hold on, you'd have a League Cup and third and keep him, but now an FA Cup and third is not good enough. Okay, cool. These men are confused. He rage quit in the end. He rage quit. Matty, you watched it. He rage quit, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, he rage quit. He rage quit. But this is my point. Everybody is available. What player did we sign in the summer that was actively free and available? Not one. So every player has a fee, paid a fee. Same with the manager. When these men go, oh, but who's realistic? Well, Amorim was realistic. It's Man United again him. Yeah, and I was thinking about this earlier, actually. Right? They wanted 3 centre-backs this summer, Man United. What system does Ruben Amorim play? Oh, he plays a 3 at the back.
Yep.
Yeah, they wanted to sign 3 centre-backs this summer. So they already knew Ruben Amorim's coming.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time to get rid of him. Yeah, so they've already teed it up. The signings they made in the summer, we all raised the eyebrow a little bit and thought, oh, some of them are all right, but some of them look a bit shady. I can't lie. Ugarte, that's a bit of a weird. Yeah, they're they're Amorim signings. I'm convinced by this now. Yeah, the more I've been thinking about it, the more I'm thinking like they bought Yenny Loro. Yeah, they got Delit. Yeah, they wanted Braithwaite. They wanted Braithwaite. There's the 3 centre-men. They got the Butcher. Yeah, they're going to go 3 at the back. All they need now is a left wing back. They've got Delo who can play right wing back. They got Ugarte in midfield. Bruno is Bruno. They got Cass. They got Kobe Mino. Straight away in a 5 at the back, 3 at the back, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, all of a sudden they're looking slightly different with this manager, innit? Yeah, and this is why I get the
important as well, isn't he? Yeah, he's form important. So Amorim must know how he plays and all that. Might get the best out of him.
But this is my point as well, yeah? Right, Ruben Amorim actually did his badges and learned, well, he was doing his badges and actually worked at Man United. Didn't work on the books. It was just at Man United whilst Jose was the manager there. Yeah, he was doing work experience under Jose whilst doing his coaching badges. Yeah. So he's already got Jose mentality. We've seen him go and end Sporting's 19-year title drought and then won another one. He won at Braga. That's the equivalent of fucking Spurs.
Yeah, Braga's like, bro, you went into Braga. You doing something, bro.
He won again tonight, by the way. Sporting won again tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're top of
Jokeris
the
scored
league.
again, by the way. Yeah, Jokeris scored twice tonight. Yeah, what phase is this manager in? Yeah, and I'm seeing people say, yeah, oh yeah, but you know, is any? I see it in Side's chat and when I was on with Rants earlier, they were saying, oh yeah, but you're not worried that he's not managed in the big league. Managing's managing, bruv.
Portuguese league is that's
Yeah,
farm.
the marketing ruined it all.
Did they say that about Mourinho? Bro, did they say that about Conte?
Did they say that about Wenger when we signed him from Japan?
Japanese league. Where's that in the scale of things?
But
Where's
this
the
is the thing.
Japanese?
These man love a storyline, lads. Here, they love a storyline. Yeah, right? They're all sitting there trying to downplay at Arsenal fans, saying this Ruben Amorim's no good. Okay, cool. He's no good, but he's won 6 trophies since Super Duper Mick got the job. He's won 2 titles and 4 cups. One of them with Braga. Yeah, so maybe a season before he's managed since Arteta's been. Maybe 6 seasons, not 5, because Braga was 18-19, I think. Yeah, and then after that he went into Sporting. He's won 5 trophies. Yeah, but these men love to downplay trophies. Yeah, but then you sit there and say to him, "Well, I want to get rid of it." Yeah, but he's won us the cup. What, the same cup you don't like? The same cup that you'll say throwing the bin to win the Champions League or the league this season. Yeah, make your minds up. Yeah, Conte is 7 points clear. Yes, Inter have got a game in hand tomorrow. Yeah, and they should win it. Yeah, they're playing Empoli. They should win that. It's away. Yeah, so it would be 4 clear. 4 clear. He's only just fucking got there. He's got Scott McTominay oozing, bruv.
Lee, don't forget now. They didn't give him any money.
Nope.
Napoli didn't give him any money this summer. Remember, he was complaining. He was griping and complaining about, I don't have any money. I can't do anything. So he took what he had. The only thing he bought was the
Lukaku and Tomine.
Yeah, that's it.
Lukaku and McTominay, yeah. This is the thing as well, yeah. If you go to the Europa League, somebody said in the chat of mine earlier, yeah, but he's got a shit record in Europe. Okay, cool. So is Arteta. So have Arsenal in general. Yeah, who cares? Where is Sporting Lisbon in? Are they in the Europa League? Or are they in the Conference? Oh no, they're in the Champions League.
Yeah, the Champions League, yeah.
Yeah,
They're in the Champions League, yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we played him.
Oh yeah, we do. We played him. What am I thinking? We played him.
Yeah, after Inter, we played them.
Is that team set up to win the Champions League? Look at the money that they spend. What are they talking about?
Bro, Sporting Lisbon are currently above Arsenal. They're 8th, we're 9th. We're not making the cut right now. We've both got the same record, yeah, but they're above us. We've both won 1-2, drawn 1, lost none. But they've scored more, so they're above us. They've only conceded 1, they've scored 5, we've scored 3, conceded none, so they're above us on goals scored. Yeah, so what are we doing here? Like, these men love to just downplay every manager, bro. Yeah, this guy's won stuff. Whether he's any good or not remains to be seen at Man United. And people think, yeah, like, oh yeah, but he's doing it in a shit league. Oh, hold on. Benfica are literally like Real Madrid of fucking Portugal. Yeah. They have all the money. They win everything. Yeah, but they haven't recently, hence why he's stressed. Yeah, but at the same time, they are really they are the biggest club in Portugal. So how's he getting over the line against them? That's the equivalent of getting over the line against Man City right now.
They stopped our dominance. We were winning like, I think it was like five league titles in a row, something like that. He stopped our dominance.
Hey, Northside,
a legend. You know what I'm saying? Stopped our dominance. With barely any money, bro. Bringing in Edwards from flipping Tottenham that weren't doing anything, and he got him performing.
He brought in Jokeris from Coventry.
Hey man, what didn't he take over? Was it Sporting where the fans they had the fans turn up at practice and they were Sporting, yeah. So everybody wants to talk about Super Duper Mick had to come in and he had to clean up the dressing room. He had to get out the bad rubbish. And here's a manager that actually went and did it. Had to actually go clean it out and get it sorted out and put them on the winning path. And now
the following season, he won the league.
Yeah, they're gone.
Because
they said
it took him 1 year.
In their contract, they got attacked and they cut. They're like, we're not staying. So he lost a lot of players that he wanted to keep and still won the league.
He got rid of Bruno Fernandes. The next season, won the title. First title they'd won in 19 years.
What do you think Fernandes thinking about now? What do you think he's thinking? You know he's on borrowed time. We know he's on.
But this is the thing, Matty. Yeah, if we sit here and go, who's available? Well, nobody's available right now. Yeah, because they're all in jobs, unless they're out of a job. To make them available. If we went to Inter right now and said, right, we're getting you out of your contracts at Inter, we want Inzaghi, best believe he's coming to Arsenal. They best believe he's coming to Arsenal. And the Italian managers have won the Premier League more times than anyone. Like the amount of different managers. Yeah. More Italian managers have won the league than Spanish managers. English managers have never won it. Yeah, the Premier League. Do you know what I'm saying? Ancelotti won it. Conte's won it. Yeah, Ranieri's won it. There's 3 I can think of straight away that are Italian. Yeah, who else? Mancini. There's 4. 4 Italian managers straight off that I can think of that have won it. Go and get me a fucking Italian manager.
Sarri
won the Europa League.
Oh, that's right. Europa League.
Yeah, go and get me Inzaghi. Every single person is available. Yeah, apart from maybe Pep. Flick maybe right now. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, go and get these managers. Everyone's available. Pep, Klopp, Ancelotti, and Flick, I'd say, are probably off the radar right now. And that's only because Flick's just got the job. I'd get Michel Sanchez like that, mate. I'd get him like that. That guy is so good. And if we're going to play the football that he played last season and this season, albeit they're not scoring as many goals because they ain't got the ballers anymore, he's still playing the same system. And with the players we've got, do you think Saka would be so robotic and Martinelli? No, they'd be balling, bro. Because his system doesn't dominate and suffocate the team on the edge of the box, robotic crap. He allows you to have the ball. Yeah, and then he'll get the ball off you. Boom, 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 boom. See you later. Yeah, very similar to fuck, I nearly melted my keyboard. Very similar. I did. A fucking cherry fell off my cigarettes, melted the key. What a twat.
Oh wow.
It's only like melted a little bit of it. I looked, I was like, where's the cherry gone?
The ashes I'll tear out.
It's only melted a corner of it, but nah, real talk. Yeah, but yeah, it's just jarring, bro. Like, this is 5 years now. 5 years in December, this guy's had the job. How long do we go with this? Yeah, and then you've got people sitting out there like a gal, like all these others saying, we have to win the league, or we have to win the Champions League. I don't want these cups. You watch if we win a cup this season and don't win the league or the Champions League, they'll be knocking one out, give him another go.
Yeah, take these seriously, man. Take the cup serious, man.
We say take the cups. Yeah, I'd keep him if he wins the cup. Yeah, I'd keep him for another 2 years.
That you know what? When you and Rob, that's it. When you look at a manager that comes in, that should have been the first thing on his radar. Okay, I won the FA Cup. Go try to get the League Cup. Let's try to establish.
Matt, if you got us the FA Cup, I'll say thank you for the FA Cup. I celebrate and I say you're fired.
Yeah, he's going now. Now he's gone. Yeah, now he's gone.
Yeah,
but if he
I'm with Northside, to be honest. I'm with Northside that one.
What I'm saying is that if he would have took that philosophy when he first got here and said, you know what, we won the FA Cup. Let's try to get a League Cup, you know, and then let's try to establish some winning, some form of a winning culture here. Then he will be in a much better position. But because he's throwing them away, all these years he's throwing them away. So now it's crazy because me, Lee, Northside, we all see like, okay, well, this Carabao Cup should be, we should be winning this thing now. But it's really it's too late. It's too late to even start on that now because he's wasted so much time and how much money and his money that has been spent. He had a chance to establish winning culture and didn't do it. So now that he's shown his dominance in not doing it, it's time to move on. It's time to move on.
What cup did Jose win when he first went to Chelsea? Sorry, Matchday. Go on.
No, go ahead.
I will say, like, it's not just on him because you guys keep forgetting the people we have in charge.
Oh,
of the actual football club. Richard Garlick, absolute fraud, Edu Gaspar. I appreciate everything you've done for me in the invincible season, but you need to go, bro.
You're
not good enough for this club.
I agree, but he has been given enough money to succeed, though. He's been given enough money and time to succeed, even with those things. Like, he already had power to get rid of Ozil and Aubameyang, and this guy didn't achieve anything. Like, he just come into the club, got us 8th and 8th, and he was already able to clear out whatever player he wanted to leave. He got them to leave. Then he was able to bring in anyone. Then he was able to bring in Havertz, even with it seemed like the club wasn't fully behind that signing, but they still backed it because Mikel wanted it. Do you know what I mean, Guru? So, like, I get you when you like your criticism of Edu. I think it's valid, but at the same time, I can't sit back and say, oh, the ownership weren't giving him money to succeed. They did give him money to succeed, and they also gave him the power to make decisions. This guy was able to make decisions, finishing 8th when Unai didn't have that, and he actually had a CV. So I feel like this guy has been backed exactly to the players that he wants. I said this to Hooks. He's been backed with the players that he wants. You don't give him that much power to get rid of the highest earners at a club. Normally, those are the ones that got the most power in the dressing room, egotistically. They've already got a CV of winning things at previous clubs. They gave him the power. He's made the decisions to go down the route that we've gone down with. I know Edu isn't the greatest at getting over the line, but Arteta is also there saying, no, I want Havertz. No, I want Jesus. No, I want Zinchenko. No, do you know what? I can't work with ESR. You know what? Let's keep Nketiah another year. Let's get rid of Balogun and not give him a chance. That's why I can't look at the ownership and say, you guys didn't give him money the same way we look at Wenger. You know, we look at Wenger and saying, oh, why was he not given the money to go? Why was you giving him such a small budget to work with? This guy's got none of that. No stadium to pay off, not losing his best players every year. We've kept our best players. And then you're adding players that are not good enough, thinking that you're going to transform them. You're going to get Sterling. So I do put it on Edu. I agree with you. But at the same time, I look at him and I'm like, I'm sorry, even with all of that, you've been given more than enough authority at this club to build the team that you want, and you ain't succeeded. It's ultimately really on you. The owners might not be ambitious enough to win, but they've given you enough money for you to produce that. Because people are saying about Liverpool, oh, but we're like Liverpool, we ain't got oil money. But they were able to get over. They were able to get over the line, spending less money than what we've spent. Manager, look how much money this manager spent, and he can't even get us a Premier League. I know we don't have heritage in Europe. We've got a heritage in the Prem, though.
Yeah,
So
I've just looked at how much he spent. Yeah, 791 million euros, which is 700 million pound.
Northside, look at David Moyes over at West Ham. Look what he had to work with, and look what he was able to do. This is why I keep saying, a manager that's competent, a competent manager that has seen situations would have navigated us through that 93% season. We probably would have won the league walking away. We had a manager with some sense. I'm convinced of that. But because the manager does not have the experience, leave what I tell you the other night. I said, it feels like to me we're going back to that season we finished fifth. Y'all remember when we had to try to get through Newcastle and all those teams there that year?
Newcastle and Tottenham.
Curtis Shaw tearing up his shirt that season. That's how it feels. How it feels up on this manager this season. It feels like we're getting ready to have one of those seasons where it just completely falls away from us because he doesn't know how to navigate. He's back to that. See, the last 2 years, I keep telling y'all, he's been in kind of a leading position where it's kind of like, okay, City's got to try to outrun us and they got to catch up to us and all this. But as I stated when I first came on, this manager has yet to walk a team down and overtake that team and then pull away from that team. He's not going to do it. It's a proven fact over a 5-year track record, track record that he can't do it. There's something that he cannot do.
See, here's my thing, about the board. I've heard a lot of talk today, and this is how I felt always. There was a lot of talk today, especially with the Amorim appointment at United. And the sentence kept getting thrown around all the time, where it's like, you do not build a club around a manager. You build a club around the club.
Exactly.
Right?
This is the problem.
And that's what the board should have been doing. So you shouldn't be letting the manager have that much say in every single thing that transpires in the club. That's what managers used to do back in the day, by the way, because they were managers of the football club. They weren't just coaches, because now they're just coaches. And the board takes care of the rest. Because a manager can come and go. The football club stays forever. And that's where I feel like they've messed up as well. Because how does this guy have that much saying? What has he done He's won, 2 FA Cups for us? And he's a legend all of a sudden.
That's my thing.
Anyway, I'm off for the night.
It's rotten.
The club's rotten.
Big
up the panel, big up the panel as always. Yeah, man, take it easy. See you later.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah, man. Peace out.
No, this is the thing. A gal sat there. I asked a question to a gal in the comments before Dan got me on there, right? And I said, "What's better, Arsene Wenger's last 5 years, or this 5 years of this manager?" Yeah, and they started waffling about league finishes and this and that, and it's like, bro, he won 3 trophies in his last 5 years. We wanted him sacked. Yeah, this guy's been here for 5 years. He's been to 1 final. Yeah, Wenger lost the League Cup final as well to Man City. I was at the final. Yeah, so he got to 4 finals in his last 5 years. He finished 4th with a trophy, 4th with a trophy, 2nd to Leicester. Wanted him sacked then as well. Yeah, then he finished 5th with a trophy and then 6th and got a League Cup and got a European semi against Atleti. Do you know what I'm saying? So he got to a semi and League Cup final and 3 other finals, winning the other 3. Yeah, this manager's got to 1 final, the same as David Moyes. Yeah. Then I asked him when I was on the show about who's better, Unai Emery. Somebody asked him who's better, Unai Emery or Arteta. Yeah, and he said, yeah, but Arteta, this and that. There, look at our league finishes and blah blah. It was like he goes, what did he do at PSG? I said he won a domestic fucking treble, mate. Like, what are we doing? The way these fans, it's not just him, yeah. The way these fans dismiss people that win trophies. Yeah, I said to him, who's bigger? Who's the better club, Villarreal or Arsenal? Well, Arsenal. Okay, cool. So how did Unai Emery school us then with your manager to win a trophy, which is a bigger trophy than the FA Cup, according to you lot? Yeah, because you don't count the FA Cups anymore. This fan base don't count FA Cup or League Cup anymore, apparently. Yeah, but they count the trophy in Europe. Yeah, then they're trying to tell us that trophies that Man United have won in the last 2 years doesn't mean they're a better team than us. Because it's league finish, and over the last 76 games, Man United have been worse in the league. And what? They've won 2 trophies.
We had a better journey, guys.
Goro, you're not lying.
That's what I said to him. I said to him, we're basically the fucking red Spurs. The spicy Spurs.
When Spurs were finishing above us here and we weren't in the Champions League, they weren't saying that they were a better club. They were saying, what did they win? But it always changes when it's Arsenal.
Yeah.
Analysis always changes when it's Arsenal. Yeah, I'm saying it always changes when it's Arsenal, bro. Like I'm tired of it. These are the same people that were saying, "Oh, but we're the FA Cup kings when we was winning the FA Cup. Now that we're not winning it, we don't care about it."
Yeah.
Always change their tune, man. They always change their tune.
Do you know what's mad as well? We beat Frank Lampard in that final, yeah? Right? And he got top 4. If that had been the other way round and Frank Lampard had beaten us and we've got top 4, they would have said, don't worry about the cup. It's shit. We win it anyway. We win it all the time. You can have it because we've got Champions League.
Yeah,
That's what they'd do.
Yeah.
That is exactly what they would do.
Then they would default to, did we finish above Spurs? Then that's it. That's the hierarchy. Champions.
This is why we don't win anything, lads. Yeah, look at after that game the other day against Liverpool. Every single fan is crying about VAR and PGMOL again. Yeah, I went on a girl's channel yesterday, right? And I jumped on there. I don't know if any of you guys see it. I jumped on there. I said, "Who owns the PGMOL?" He went, "I don't know." I said, "The Premier League."
I saw it. And the
EFL.
Yeah, Premier League, FA, and EFL. They own and fund it. So there's a conspiracy to make Man City keep winning the Prem, but they're charging them with 115 charges. Okay, cool. I'm going to keep saying that every day until people realize how stupid they sound when they're saying what they're saying. The PGMOL is owned partially by the Premier League, but they're making Man City win the Premier League, but they're charging them at the same time.
So Monday morning they get up, they have their Monday meetings. They bring in the coffee, donuts, and they cut on the news. And they say, "Hey fellas, so how are we gonna make Arsenal's life hell this weekend?" That's what they're doing. That's what I'm supposed to believe they're doing.
Well, apparently they're helping Liverpool as well. Yeah, it's always they're helping Liverpool, they're helping City. Did they help Liverpool when Tottenham robbed them last season? With 9 men. Do you remember that game? Yeah. Man City last season. In fact, fuck that. This season. Anthony Gordon dived this season, got a penalty, 1-1. Man City were winning 1-0. Gordon dived, VAR, penalty, Man City draw the game. Yeah, we can go last season. Yeah, He-Chan should have been sent off for a second yellow, scores the winning goal. Yeah, for Wolves against them, 2-1. Yeah, last season as well, I think it was, Grealish was clean through. Haaland got wipes out. Tottenham. He booted the ball against Tottenham. He's clean through. Yeah, it was the same ref that was the ref against Liverpool, by the way. So it's the ref helping Tottenham in both of them games against because Liverpool and Man City got robbed against Man City against Tottenham. Yeah, so they were trying to help us then, right? Because Tottenham weren't going to win the league. Yeah, these people make no sense. Go back to the season before. Rashford's not interfering when he scored. He was offside. Do you know what I'm saying? Somebody wasn't interfering. He went clean through. Yeah, they chat rubbish, bro. Yeah, then they're crying about Anthony Taylor. This guy sent off Kovacic for a second yellow in the cup final in 2020. The cup final, this manager won, by the way. Yeah, and it should have been Xhaka sent off. 50-50. Xhaka stamps on his foot. They both roll around on the floor. Anthony Taylor sends Kovacic off. He never touched him. Xhaka should have been sent off. Same ref in 2017. Ref the cup final. Yeah, against Chelsea again. Sent Victor Moses off. Second yellow for diving. Alexis Sanchez in that game handballed it, went through and scored. Yeah, but now now Anthony Taylor's against us. Piss off. These men are weak, bruv. They're fragile and they just act like girl. They do.
This is why we get comments like this, hating on super great Arteta.
Look at the one below that. Go down 2 more, Northside. Go down 2 more. The Steven. Go down to Steven. He should be right below him.
Oh, Stefan.
There you go. Look, here you go.
Jesus, you guys are delusional. Do you remember the team Arteta inherited? Yeah, I do. Yeah, it finished fifth and finished 2 points off third, finished fifth, and got to a Europa League final, mate. Yeah, when Unai Emery got sacked, by the way, he got sacked in 8th. He was joint 6th for 8th on goal difference. You can't test me on Arsenal, mate. Yeah, not only that, yeah, we were 8 points off 4th with 25 comes in, takes us to 11th. Your manager then gets us back up to 8th, and it's seen as success. He then wins the FA Cup. Well done. He then gets rid of all of the players apart from Kieran Tierney, because he's still our best left back, who actually is the only player to start in that cup final that's still here. Yeah, Martinelli weren't in the squad, and Saka held bench. Yeah, for the semi and the final. Yeah, he gets rid of all of them, does 700 million quid. Yeah, and we ain't won fuck all since. And you man have got your pants around your ankles with the Vaseline and the tissue out. Get out of here, bruv. You're a loser. You were born in deficit and born buffering. Yeah, every single person backing this crap, yeah, is part of the problem. Arsene Wenger, yeah, in his worst 5 seasons, factually is better than this manager. And we all wanted Arsene Wenger out.
And I say what I said on the stream with Dan when y'all were on earlier is that people, let's not get it twisted. The only reason we wanted Wenger out because he said it like a fool and then buy an outfield player in the season we could have won the title. And people got sick and was so pissed off, that we threw away all those opportunities. Listen, we wanted the man go because he did not win we could not have us winning titles. Yeah, we won FA Cups, but bro, he did not go out and buy an outfield player. That was unheard of. Unheard of for us not to go buy an outfield player. This manager has done jack shit in 5 years after winning the team with someone else's team. That was someone else's team, and this is what y'all can get. And when he go, oh, you saw he inherited? Yeah, he inherited a cup-winning team. That's what he inherited. How many managers inherited a cup-winning team?
he inherited Aubameyang. He was one of the best strikers in Europe at the time. Oh, and we got rid of him for free, and then he slapped 17 goals in half a season at Barca, won him a title. Then he left there, went Chelsea and flopped. Then he went, and Chelsea were in a mess at the time, but he still flopped. Then he went to Marseille and bagged nearly 40 goals in one season.
He scored 12 in Barcelona. He went to Barcelona. He scored like 40 goals in like 3 years.
No, he was only
that was the last striker we bought, by the way.
Yeah, that was the last striker we bought, and that was Arsene Wenger in 2018 January. Yeah, and do you know what's mad? Yeah, right, do you know what's mad? These man chat shit. Yeah, right. Who was our number 10? Oh yeah, Mesut Ozil, the best playmaker of all time, the assist king. Yeah, so he inherited him. Yeah, he inherited Aubameyang. He inherited Lacazette that you man had your pants down for. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? What we're doing here? Emi Martinez he inherited. Well, he's still better than any goalkeeper this manager signed. He inherited Kieran Tierney, who's the second most decorated player in our club right now, and has actually won stuff at this football, won a trophy at this football club, whilst playing in the final. Something Starboy never did, because he held bench, and Martinelli was injured. Yeah, so what we're doing
Also, Saka was brought through by Emery.
Yep.
He would not be playing in this team if Arteta was the coach back then. There's no chance.
Yeah, true.
Do you think he would have brought him on? There's no way.
He'd be over City. Chelsea.
I got to bounce. Take care, guys.
Nice one,
Big up, Zay, man. Big up, bro.
How is it, yeah? Hansi Flick can go into a broke Barcelona, right? With Lewandowski, who we all thought was washed last season. Yeah, we all watched Barca last season. That guy was scrubby. That guy scored 14 league goals already. Yeah, Yamal's a baller, we know that. Pedri's a baller, we know that. He signs Dani Olmo, who's been injured, so he's been in and out the team. Yeah, he's making Kouamde at right back look like a decent right back. Yeah, he's absolutely chefing up everybody. Yeah, slapped up by Real Madrid the other day, beat Bayern Munich. Yeah, slapped up Villarreal, scores 7+. Bro, they've scored about 40 goals this season.
Revitalized Lewandowski like a new man. Looks like a new man.
And the Brazilian Northside. Man's bagging hat tricks for fun. Real talk.
Has been crazy.
But that's my point. Yeah, look at what a new coach can do to these players. Yeah, because Rafinha, yeah, Omar's in the chat. Rafinha, yeah, and Lewandowski, I guarantee he wanted them gone at the end of last season. Because every time I watched Barcelona, the ball would come in, Lewandowski would go to jump and header it, and it would bounce off his shoulder and go back that way. The goal's there. Yeah, he was shit last season. I watched nearly all their games last season laughing at him. Yeah, well, I ain't laughing now, am I? Because now they've got a proper manager, and now they're chefing everybody. Yeah, now it's Real Madrid that looks scrubby.
Oh, yeah.
Just like that. Just like that, bro. Yeah, Conte's gone into Napoli. They finished 10th last season. Now they're 7 points clear. They conceded 5 goals in 10 games. Yeah, it just shows a new manager can change your fortunes real quick. I'm not saying they're both going to go and win stuff. Yeah, but I'll tell you something now. There's more chance of Hansi Flick, and Conte winning something this season, or Conte winning something this season, than there is a super duper fucking Mick.
Lee.
Yeah, and they're in their first season.
Lee, people need to go look at this Bundesliga table too. You got Union Berlin, Freiburg, and Frankfurt in the top 6. Bro, in the Union Berlin.
Stuttgart's been doing well, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Union Berlin sacked their manager, I think, last season, didn't they? Because they were right down in relegation.
Oh, yeah, relegation. Yeah,
in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's mad.
But it's funny, Lee, because I was just hearing you before I just came in. It's crazy, right? It's funny how a good manager can just come in and just change your fortunes. Because at the end of the day, it's funny. Northside, you probably know this because sometimes you watch some of my videos, bro. From the beginning of the summer, I was like you, bro. I was like worried about the season. But this guy has come in with all of the issues that he had. He's never once complained about anything. My manager has never had to complain about the fact that half of his squad is injured, that he will not get a full squad until Christmas. He has not complained about any of that. He's kept his head down, deal with the players that he had, went to the academy, get some of the youngsters, bring them to the first team, and just like that, he's dominating every team he's playing right now, and is comfortably on top of the league right now.
Omar, with how many injuries? 9? 9 injuries,
9,
yeah?
bro. It's crazy.
No, but guys, injuries, guys.
Out of
VAR,
nowhere, they plucked Casado straight out of the academy, and he looks like he's played for Barca all his life, like in the first team. Literally won rings around Real Madrid the other night.
No, Lee, Pablo Torre, we signed this guy last season. He was a Girona. He was barely playing. Watch him this season. He's coming from the bench and scoring twice in our last La Liga game before the El Clasico. Came from the bench, scored. Look at Marc Bernal, the guy who suffered the ACL injury. He looked like a revelation in 3 games. His first 3 games as a professional in the first team, and he already looked like he was the most experienced player in that midfield. He suffered an ACL injury. You've got players like Paul Victor, another one who we brought in this season from Girona, right? You've seen players like Sergio Dominguez, like Kobashi, like Hector
Fermin, another one. Fermin balling.
Fermin Lopez. Like, this is my point.
How many of these players would get a game under Arteta?
None.
0. Yamal would have been shipped off on loan somewhere.
He put him on 85th minute when we're losing.
8 minutes, yeah. 8 minutes when we're losing.
See, this is my point, isn't it?
21 seconds, that's so solid. You know what I mean?
What's funny, Ali, Northside. It's the same thing I talked to you about Wannabe. Wannabe is a player who I've heard been touted by Arsenal fans as the next big thing to come out of your academy, right? You've got Odegaard being injured. This would have been the perfect time to say, hey, you know what? What do we have to lose? We might as well just give him a chance. Like, how do you think Yamal got a chance at the club? Well, how did Yamal get a chance, Lee? Do you remember when we had Rafinha,
because Rafinha and Ferran Torres were both out injured, so they threw him in.
So
how did Fabregas get a chance? How did Fabregas get a chance? Because he was thrown, I hate to use this term, but pressure makes diamonds. You need to throw these guys into deep water in order to find out if they can sink or swim. Sometimes that's just how it is.
I kept screaming all day Sunday during the game. I said, it's 20 minutes, man. Why is he not bringing in Wannabe? Why is he not bringing him on? Why is he not bringing him on? Then you look up. It's like clockwork. Soon as they score a goal, he's put. If you notice, when he brings him, he's pushing him. He's pushing him over to the side. He's pushing him over to the sideline. Come on. And if you look at his body language, he already looks defeated. He looks like he's pissed off already when he gets over there. He's not going. If this continues on, when it's time for him to re-up his contract, he's heading to the highest bidder. He's out of here. And this has been the case of why we left. Let all of our players roll out. I think Pot said tonight, Obi Martin scored 3 goals tonight in his United youth game or whatever. It leaves Arsenal goals over there. He's scoring goal. All our youth players that we could probably use in this injury crisis that we've got, they've all rolled out. They've all gone. They've all pulled out.
He won't give them a chance. And you know what? I was bringing this up to one of my friends who's a huge Arsenal fan as well, but he's one of those deluded ones, yeah. And I was like, but if Barca can do this, why can't we? Oh, but bro, you can't compare Arsenal's academy to La Masia. Well, maybe then we need to work on the academy as well. Or maybe just
or
give these
maybe if
people
we
a
can't,
chance.
or maybe just go and buy better first team players then.
Yeah, it's
Right. Either have your pick. You
Just
know?
buy their academy players. Just go get their academy players. Or they
Hey,
go.
hey, no, son, that's what we did with Fabregas.
Did
We got
you remember you
Fabregas.
guys got Fabregas from La Masia?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Right.
You guys got Fabregas from La Masia. So clearly, you guys had a manager who was like, "Hey, wait a minute. How is it that you guys were able
We
to
tried to
find
get Messi.
Fabregas?"
We
went there for Messi.
Yeah. And then Piqué went to Man United.
We went there to get Messi, and we come back with Cesc.
Jose Antonio Reyes. But we go get.
I'll take it. It's still
true.
Forgot
about Reyes.
I'm saying.
But this is the thing. If you look through Barca's academy, yeah, look how many players have come out of their academy. It's crazy, bro. Yeah? Look at Omar. We were sat there the other night, yeah, right? Ilias, right winger for Villarreal. Yeah, La Masia came through the academy. Yeah, I said with a gal last night. I was on a gal show last night. He said, "Name 5 players that would be good for Arsenal out of La Liga." I mentioned that guy, and he went, "What's his name?" So I told him. He googled it. He went, "Oh, he's got no GA."
Oh my god, bro!
I swear down, he said he's got no GA.
Man.
Nah, I'm done. See, this is no, sir, Lee. This is what we say about modern day football, bro. Nobody watches these players. They're not gonna take their time to watch these players. Like Ilias, bro.
Omar, Leah tell you, we'll sit up all night and I'll just go find the most random game. Like if it could be Botafogo, Red Star Belgrade versus whatever, and we'll sit down and watch it. And we watch these players, and I say, Lee, look, they can cross the ball. Lee, he can take on a man one-on-one. Look at that pass right there. Look at that shot. He's shooting from outside the box. Our fan base, they only watch Arsenal on Saturday, Sunday, and on Wednesdays and Tuesdays. That's the only thing they know. They don't watch no other league. They don't know about anybody unless the dirt sheets print them out. Half of them didn't know who Jokers was until you start hearing about it. And then when it pops up, oh well, yeah, this player here, man, they roll over to Scout Nation and they run that clip for about 30 minutes.
Eduardo Pagan, he'll be dropping the clip.
They don't know about our past though. Like when you look at the recruitment from Wenger with the money that he had, you go through that and you look at the recruitment that we've now brought in, and for the around about the same type of money. Alex Song had to pick up from Cesc Fabregas when we got rid of Cesc Fabregas. Look how good Alex Song. I know he kind of flopped at Barca, but at Arsenal he performed really, really well.
He was amazing.
Podolski is a better finisher than all the strikers that we got. Giroud, better striker than all the strikers that we got. Adebayor, these are players I didn't really know about before we went out there and got them. Do you know what I'm saying? Nasri, another one. Do you know what I'm saying?
We bought Eduardo from Shakhtar.
Because you remember the story, Lee? You remember the story, Lee? He Wenger, we were playing him in a game, and Wenger was like, "Hey man,
who the fuck is that guy?"
Yeah, and then when it snagged him, I remember when we got it, we were kind of
buy Abu Dhabi from,
bro. Rosicky.
Abu Dhabi. Where did we get Abu Dhabi?
Rosicky, Haleb, Alex Song. Yeah,
Santi
Cazorla is a better midfield than what we've got right now as a collective.
Oh yeah,
that's levels. Yeah, and how are we getting these players? Because people talk about the French players.
Who was that Northside? Who was that you just said Northside?
But we got players that weren't French and not for big money, and they were ballers, bro. Not all these best signings were French, bro.
Didn't you guys sign Anelka for like 500,000 euro?
Yeah, 500 from PSG. Yeah,
bro. Thierry Henry, you guys signed him, I think, for what, 11 million from Juventus, right? You had Robert Pires. Where did you guys sign Robert Pires from? I know, was it from what the league? Well,
no. We got Pires from no, it wasn't Marseille. It was
Let me check.
Well, Freddie Ljungberg, he came from the Swedish league, right?
It weren't Marseille. Freddie Ljungberg came from, I don't even know. Where was Freddie Ljungberg?
He came from the Swedish
league.
Yeah, he was at some random club in Sweden. But yeah,
we got Pires in 2000 for 6 mil. Yeah, and Real Madrid and Juventus were in for him.
Where did we sign him from?
Marseille, I think.
Was it Marseille?
I
don't think it was. No, I don't think it was Marseille.
I think it is Olympic Marseille.
Yeah.
Oh, Olympic? Okay.
Is it Marseille?
Told you,
Yo.
Yeah, from Marseille. Yeah.
We signed him from. I never knew he signed from Marseille. I thought it was somewhere else.
They say they ain't no nothing about football though, Lee.
Yeah, real talk. You, Matty, Guru, fucking fair play. Yeah, I would never have guessed Marseille in my life, bro.
But you know what's funny, right?
That's
even
mad.
Vieira, you guys signed Patrick Vieira for Milan. He wasn't even starting for Milan. He was a
3.5 mil.
Yeah, from Milan, AC Milan. He wasn't even starting for them. Like this is what's crazy. That was a time in my when I was really watching football as a young kid. One thing I was always reliant of Arsenal was the incredible eye for talent under Wenger. Like getting guys like Nasri. I didn't know who Nasri was before he went to Arsenal. I didn't know who Halep was before he went to Arsenal. I didn't know who Adebayo was when he went to Arsenal. Like a lot of these players, I only got
What
to
about
know
Shamak?
when Shamak, another one. I didn't know where you guys even bought Shamak from, right? Eduardo, I remember when you guys signed him thinking, bro, where was this guy playing before he went to Arsenal? These are all players that I think of. I'm like, bro, it's crazy how Arsenal had this eye for talent. And it's crazy how many players you guys also missed out on. Because I know we talk about the talent you guys could have gotten, but think about the players that you guys could have gotten. You could have had Ibrahimovic. You could have had Cristiano Ronaldo. You could have had all of these incredible players. Yaya Toure, another one who you guys could have gotten.
That one hurt.
Oh, my days.
That one hurt.
It's crazy.
That one hurt. That's what we needed. That's what we needed, Lee. Northside. We talk about that defensive mid back in the day. I was hurt when Toure went to the Man City, boy. Because man, that's what we were crying out for.
At least he was eyeing the right talent, though, Matty. You know what I'm saying? We're going Fabi Vieiras now and Lokongas and Nuntavares and we didn't get him, but at least we could see the quality. Do you know what I mean? Now you look at it. Look at our signings from abroad. Maybe the great signings from abroad from this manager. The best signings that they're gonna call out are players that were already playing in the Premier League, barring probably Odegaard.
Yeah, but even Odegaard, mate, if he's any good, he'd still be at Madrid. Dani Ceballos is still at Madrid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
but that tells you everything, doesn't it, Northside? The fact that Dani Ceballos, a guy who wasn't deemed good enough for Arsenal, is still
that actually won an FA Cup with us, by the way, which is more than Odegaard's one.
That guy has an FA Cup and 2 Champions Leagues.
Hey, do you know what's bad? Dani Ceballos scored the winning goal against Sheffield United, I think it was. That got us through the round. Yeah, on that FA Cup run. In the 8th or the last minute of the game or whatever, he broke away and scored. Then Sheffield United had 2 goals disallowed in that game for offside.
Pull that one back up, Northside. Go to the one to go to Fozzie's World.
Was it the Koscielny one?
Shamak.
Yeah. Now Shamak took Bayern Munich to the woodshed in the Champions League. So don't go that route because he was on fire before he came to us. He was on fire. He just got hit, couldn't perform.
Yeah, but you know what? When he signed for us,
I actually remember. He was actually at Bordeaux when they beat Bayern Munich.
That's the only time they didn't want it. Well, that's the last time they won a title.
Yes, I did.
Do you know what's mad though? Shamak held the record, yeah? I think it's still a record for Arsenal. But it was a Champions League record when Messi, Ronaldo, and all them ballers were playing, yeah? Right? He scored. He was the first player to score in 6 straight Champions League away games. And that was playing for Arsenal. 6 straight Champions League away games. Yeah, and then we'd come up against Arsenal or Bayern and get panned.
Yeah, he used to I can't lie.
Yeah, he was dog shit. Yeah, but I'll tell you something now, it's better than 29.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, no one's saying that.
Yeah.
No one's saying that.
Yeah, you know what? When you think about it, we you know what? This is at least what I told you the other night. I said, man, we've had ballers after ballers come through this club, and we just could never get over the line. If you were to drop Santi Cazorla in this team, he'd be today. If you drop Prime Santi into the league now, he'd be considered world class.
See, I knew it weren't Marseille. It was Metz. Metz is where Pillars come from.
There you go, Metz. No, you had a stinker there. Anyway, also Lee, you know what I always say?
No, he went from Metz to Marseille and then from Marseille.
But was he on loan at Marseille?
He might have been on loan at Marseille.
He could have been, but he spent 2 years there, so I doubt it.
Oh yeah, he might have been.
No, it was. It was Marseille. I've googled it. It's Marseille.
Yes,
Marseille.
Go look who was in that team with him. Go look who was in the team with him in Marseille.
That Marseille team was a joke.
I said, go look who was in the team with him.
Let's have a look. Marseille team in 2000, yeah?
2000.
Marseille team 19. Let's go 1999 because we signed him in 2000. 1999, Marseille, yeah? Let's have a look at their team. William Gallas.
Oh, wow.
Who else we got here? Seydou Keita. I don't know if you remember him. He was a good player.
Oh yeah. Is he the Barca midfielder? Seydou Keita. Is it him?
Yeah, it was the Barca one. Yeah. He was decent. Yeah, he was decent.
Yeah, he was.
He was the midfielder. Yeah, the centre mid.
First signing at Barcelona. Yeah, I remember him. He signed him from Sevilla.
Yeah, Ivan de la Peña. Do you remember him?
De la Peña.
Yeah, de la Peña, the bald head, the midfielder. He was at Barca as well. Funny enough.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I actually don't remember him.
Caba Diawara. Do you remember we signed him as well?
Yeah.
Do you remember that guy? Yeah. Do you remember we signed Diawara? Yeah. They had Ravanelli, Christophe Dugarry.
Oh, Ravanelli. I know Ravanelli.
They had Ravanelli and Dugarry there. Like,
Dugarry, right?
Yeah, that's some good players, man. That's some good players. Yeah, William Gallas in defence. Maybe it was the year before they had the better team because this team finished fucking 15th.
Wow.
They stayed up by literally goal difference.
French league was rough back then, man.
Yeah, they stayed up on goal difference, mate.
But see, Lee, this is my thing, right? I also say this to Northside and you, Matt, and you, Guru, right? My thing is, you see how sometimes, Lee, when we talk about like Spanish players, when we talk about players like Baena, I always say this: if this was Wenger back in the early 2000s and he was managing this Arsenal team, he would have snapped up Baena before any of us would have even gotten him. Before any of us would have even known who he was. He would have signed players like Parejo, players like this who we know are doing so well, but because then there's no eyes on them because nobody watches Villarreal.
Yeah. Alex Baena would be the Cazorla regen under Arsene Wenger.
That's my point.
He would sign him. He wouldn't play him left or right. He would play him as a number 10. Yeah. And you watch him, yeah? You watch him every week, mate. I know you watch a little bit of La Liga and some you guys as well, yeah? Right? Every time I watch Villarreal, that guy plays left or right. Play him in the fucking 10. That guy is a baller, but even left or right, he's smashing work, bruv. He's killing it. Yeah, every time, bro. Yeah, you put that guy in number 10 at Man City or at Arsenal, he will run right, mate.
What's my man over at Valladolid?
Valladolid, Morro, the left winger at Morro. Yeah, Raul Morro, left winger. He's a baller, bro.
But here's the thing, yeah. You would think that Arteta, as a Spanish person, would be watching these leagues and looking out for these players.
No, he's too busy conquering his wife.
Or her family. Yeah, I'm saying, like, normally, like, you're from somewhere, yeah. Your family will say, "Yo, have you seen that baller?" Because your family, like, yo, like my family always used to tell me, like, "Yo, did you see that? All right, let me see." Like, cool. Yo, that guy, that's the next one. Or you see that player there? He's a baller.
They told you about Jose, innit? Your family was telling you, told me, innit? They were telling you about Jose. Yeah, he's going to smash it. He's going to be a good manager. He's going to be a good manager. Then Porto won the treble. He went Chelsea.
Bro.
Crazy.
Yeah, my uncle followed him throughout his whole career. My uncle just kept changing clubs. Mourinho when he went, bro. When he went Madrid as well. I'm telling you, he's the biggest glory hunter. I swear down. I want to take.
What players in Portugal? What players in Portuguese league are good to keep an eye on? Because you obviously watch that every week, innit, for Benfica. Like that's the classes with Arsenal. But what players in that league, like from other clubs and Benfica, would you say like could smash it? Like if they got a chance to go to the Prem.
I think Inacio's a good centre back. Obviously Conceição. There's not loads right now. I feel like right now a lot of their talent has gone. There's a lot of players that like they got potential. Perstiani is a good Argentinian player that I think has got a lot of potential. I think Pavlidis is another one.
He dunked on England. Cheers for that, mate.
Koglu, do you know what I mean? But Lee, you already know they should be snapping these guys up now. Because
how's Alvaro Fernandez getting on out there?
Alvaro Fernandez, he's actually developing well. Because I weren't actually that like convinced.
He's a fucking baller, bro. I see him at Granada. He is a baller, bro. Man, you fucked up by getting rid of him. Yeah, he'd be their best left back.
He's been playing really well. He's been playing really well.
What about the centre back from Man City? Was it centre back or a left back?
No, it's Nuno Mendes.
Kabore.
Yeah,
Kabore.
Yeah. Nah, he's good. Him and Alvaro, both of them have made Benfica a lot better defensively because Kabore is playing over Bar. Bar's a bum. Anyone that gets that guy Bar, he's
Alexander Bar. Oh my
bum.
goodness.
Absolute bum. Yeah.
I know about him.
But I'm telling you, but that Alvarez, bro, that Alvaro Fernandez, bro, he's playing really, really well. But there's a lot of them that I feel like it's too early right now. Like if you're asking me which one do you bring to the apart from probably Sergio Conceição or someone like, The rest of them is too early. Aktoglu has started really, really well, but he hasn't even been there for a year. Perstiani hasn't been there for a year. You know what I mean? Like Inacio, I think he's ready for the jump, but the rest of them, I don't feel like there's really any standout right now. There's a lot of them that are kind of like they're starting to gather some momentum, but there's not really any that I'm looking at thinking, yeah, that one's ready, like 100% right now. Go get him now. He's ready for the Prem now. The problem is, by the time they're ready, you're going to be paying stupid amount of money.
That Constant Sound, man. Leah tell you, I love it. That Constant Sound,
the
man.
right winger, he's a bad boy, man.
All right there, bro. I knew when we played him, when we played Porto, I was like, yeah, this dude here, he going places. I could just look at it, the way he
when we played against Porto, yeah, and he absolutely cooked Kivior every time he got the ball. And I know it's only Kivior, yeah, but you can just tell, yeah, somebody they're direct, yeah. You see this, Omar, when you watch Villarreal, yeah, with Ilias. Yeah,
Ilias.
That guy is so direct. None of this slowing it down sideways, backwards. It's I'm going to get the ball. I'm going to spin you. I don't care if I'm double or trebled up on. I'm going to nutmeg you. And then I'm going to cross the ball perfect. Yeah, but again, he don't get GA, so they won't rate him.
You know what's funny, Lee? I said this to I don't know where I think I might have said it on my channel, right? But it's funny, I said this about Martinelli when you guys were playing against Liverpool. I was like, bro, when I'm watching La Liga, I'm used to seeing wingers taking on their defender, not caring if it's like 2, 3, 4 defenders, they take on their defender. I'm looking at you guys on the counter. Martinelli has a defender in front of him, and he's slowing the counter. I'm like, bro, take your man on. Why are you so afraid to take on your man?
Omar, what did you see? What have y'all seen the 2 times you've seen Ethan Noir come on? Lee, you saw it the other day. He's direct. He takes on his players. He goes to the goal. This is why when you watch these other leagues, it's almost like watching. If you've only watched Premier League for a while and then you go watch like La Liga, and you even Brazilian football, you go watch that. It's like it's something foreign to you because you're so used to seeing it slow, robotic, youth-shaped football, back, sideways, sideways, back, sideways, sideways. That when you see players in these other leagues that get you up off your seat. You say, "Wow, you see that, man?
Look at that Brian Zaragoza goal the other day. Yeah, for the one where he's clean through, Matt. He ball rolls the Barca keeper and pings it in outside of the boot.
Oh, the one Real goal.
Pena, bro. Like the balls of steel you have to have on that kind of counter to literally take it, to be so calm and cool and collected, to be like, nah, I'm not even going to blast this. No, I'm actually going to put this beyond the keeper, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah,
mate, he literally ball rolled Barca's goalkeeper. He literally put his foot on the ball, clean through, 100 mile an hour he's running. The way a pass to him was perfect, by the way. Yeah, first touch immaculate. He's clean through. Running clean through on goal. The keeper's come out and he just got the foot on the ball, rolled the ball, keeper's over there and he flicks it outside the ball. I was like, you're taking a piss, bro. Yeah. And the cross that he put in for the first goal, that was the second one, isn't it? The cross he put in for the first goal. What a fucking cross. Yeah. There ain't no one in the Prem that crosses a ball like that. Maybe Kevin De Bruyne or Trent, maybe.
The funny thing is for us, right, as people who are in La Liga, it's normal to us to see these wingers being good at crosses. Like for someone who watches the Premier League, it is a foreign concept. Oh, a winger that can actually put the ball right in the box, right where the striker needs it. That is a foreign concept now in a place like the Premier League. But in La Liga, everybody does it. Like you.
But you know why? Do you know what the difference is, Omar?
Huh?
Go on. Sorry, go on.
No, I was talking about. Do you remember the Villarreal game? Yamas assist to Rafinha from
the outside Travella, bro. The same with the Villarreal game against Las Palmas. The Las Palmas game against Villarreal this season. Yeah. Januzaj. Fucking Januzaj. 35-yard Travella. Fabio Silva, first touch. Goalkeeper comes out and just dinks it straight over him. I'm like, you were shit at Wolves, bruv. Real talk. Yeah. Right? Las Palmas. Yeah. Januzaj's balling.
Las Palmas were doing that. Northside, listen to what Lee's saying. Las Palmas, bro. A team that is not going to do anything in La Liga on paper, right, are doing madness like that, bro.
35-yard outside of the boot Travella, across the ground, like a foot off the ground the ball was. Perfect. Fabio Silva runs off the centre-back, running diagonally towards the corner flag in the box. The keeper's coming out. First touch, the keeper goes there, he just dinked it straight. I was like, fuck off. I remember doing a watch-along for that game. That game was sick, bro. Yeah, that game was so good, yeah. But another one as well, right? is the difference between the Premier League wingers, and these wingers. I watch the Italian game. Every time I watch the Italian league, it stinks. Yeah, it's similar to the Premier League in terms of the wingers. Yeah, Rafa Leao is trash, bro. He came off the bench and did nothing.
I'm so glad we didn't go for
he just kept throwing the ball out of play. But let me say this, mate. Let me land. Sorry, mate. Sorry, 1 sec. Yeah. Do you know what the biggest difference I've noticed is in La Liga? They don't take a touch before taking another touch, then cross it. The ball comes out, they get the first touch, or they just let it run across their body and they whip it first time. There ain't no touch. As soon as you take that touch, the defenders all set back. They come back 1, 2, 3 yards, it blocks it. Every time, boom, first time. The first touch is the cross. That's it. Like every time. The Premier League, no, they don't do that shit, bro. They're told not to do that, or they're just brain dead.
Hey, Northside, pull up my screen right quick. I don't know if y'all caught this. Brazilian president, Lee, this is when it was. I meant to send this to you. Brazilian president calls for players based abroad to be banned from the national team.
Oh, you did say that. You did say that to me.
I did send it to you. Yeah. Brazil.
Get rid of that Rodri video on the thing, mate.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. I didn't.
No, you could just press it back. It's fine.
I mean, but that just goes to show y'all how serious that they're starting to take this thing with some of these leagues, man. They're tired of this Premier League influence ruining these teams because the players become robotic. They become systematic footballers. Somebody asked me, somebody in the chat was asking about Quaresma. They was like, well, do we rate Quaresma? Absolutely. Everybody on this panel rates Quaresma. But see, those kind of players were able to express themselves. They were given the rights to just, hey man, do your thing. Don't and you had another player on the team that he was special at something else, and they were able to put together something.
Look at Nani. Look at Nani, bro.
Yeah,
that guy used to ruin us. Every time he played against Arsenal, he would cook us differently. Yeah, you see him obviously Northside, Portuguese and that. Yeah, Nani was cold, bro. Yeah, Nani would literally what we see of Yamal right now was Nani back then.
What was crazy about Nani was just like I say sometimes it's like standard protocol for some of these players.
Yeah,
you see them, and it's like then you had a level like Ronaldo, you had a level Ronaldo, but then you had another level where it was like. They may not be Ronaldo, but they're damn sure good at everything else that needs to be done. And those were the type of players that will just roll right through us. You had the brother from over there from United, the Korean.
Yeah. Played for Dortmund.
Park Sung.
Did you do him? And and then you had
Kagawa was enough. Yeah, Kagawa played for Dortmund.
You had him. Then you had Park Sung. Then you had God reminded me. What's the brother? The brother used to be injured. Louis Saha. This man you could get Louis Saha with Lee. That's why Lee tried to. As soon as I said it, he was like, every time you look at here comes Louis Saha. See, these managers will get the best out of players. They may not be way up in the top echelon players, but there'll be players that you could come in. This is what do a job could do back in the day. That's what that actually meant. They could actually go do a job. And these players, these cats now, they hype up, the most mediocre. Vieira. We've spent big money on Vieira to send him back to the team we bought him from. I just think about that. All the money we spent to send him right back. Football is.
What's funny, Matt? On your point on Brazil. One thing I agree with what Brazil said. I don't know if you guys ever saw this documentary about like why Brazilian football has declined. And it's even been said, if you look at Brazil's best generations we saw from probably the best team I ever saw was probably the 06 one because I was too young to remember the 02 team specifically, right? But around that era of football, if you look at some of the best Brazilian players, and you all can attest to this because you guys have been watching football for that long, right? You guys remember the ballers that were in those teams? How many of them could you say ever played in the Premier League? Ronaldinho was at Barcelona. R9 was at Real Madrid. Kaká was at AC Milan. What's his name? Rivaldo was at AC Milan and Barcelona. Like some of the best dribblers, some of the ballers that are known today, that are idolized today, none of them ever stepped foot in the Premier League.
Cafu was in Serie A.
The only player you can think of in that Brazil team in the 2006 was probably Gilberto Silva, who was playing for Arsenal.
And Robinho.
Right? And Robinho was at Real Madrid in 2000.
Yeah, he was at Madrid, and then he went to City in it later.
Exactly. But my point is, right? I honestly understand a little bit what the Brazilian basically precedent saying, right? Because the problem is, if you look at a player like Vinicius, I've said this before, Lee, a player like Vinicius would have never survived in the Premier League. Because if you look at someone like Vinicius, it took time before we saw the best out of Vinicius. For 2 seasons, this guy was a bum, right? He could not finish. His decision making was absolutely awful. But after 2 seasons, when he began to like do all those flaws out of his system, we started to see the best out of Vinicius. And the reason why is because in La Liga, you're given freedom to do what you want. That's why Brazilians who go to La Liga, look at Savio. Before Savio came back to the Premier League, he had to go to Girona and actually show everyone that, yo, this guy's a cold winger. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why I feel for some of these players who, like Esteval, the guy who's been highly rated in Brazil. Bro, he's going to Chelsea. I feel bad for him. I'm not saying he's going to fail at Chelsea, but I've seen that the Premier League has been doing their best to basically kick this style of football that these players grew up with, trying to take it out of them, man. Like, at the end of the day, this is why Brazilian football has declined, unfortunately. Because they're not given the freedom to do what they're good at, which is Jogo Bonito, the beautiful game.
They got to go.
You play robotic football or you get
Some
out.
of them don't even have it though. Like, there's too many that are popped up way before they even proven anything. Like, some of them genuinely are just not the player that they're gassed up to be. That's another problem with this generation of footballers. They're just not the type of guys.
Northside, share my screen quickly. I want to show 3 quick screens. Yeah.
Let's go down to 20. Let's start at 19. Look at 19. 19 in the world.
19 in the world. 21.
How is Xhaka hide?
How is Saka higher than Rudiger? I know. I said this yesterday. That is a disgrace.
Look at Dominic. Don't he have a number?
No, he's level with Hummels. 20.
Oh, he's level with Hummels. Okay.
Yeah. Right. Granit Xhaka, the 16th best player in the world.
Ademola Lookman at 14, guys.
Harry Kane won no fucking trophies in his entire existence on planet Earth. 10th.
Lee, I got one for you, Lee. I got one for you. Lautaro Martinez.
At 7, bro. Oh, my goodness.
Eddie Martinez, 18th.
Let's go on the list, but I see Dovbyk.
Yeah. Guess what? Yeah, guess what? Look at this. Yeah. Look at this. Number 3 is Jude fucking Bellingham. Right. Yeah. Now go to this Northside. Now go to this one, yeah? Go to this one. Let me cancel that. Now go to this, yeah? This is 2004, so this is 20 years ago, yeah? And then I'll go back 2 years after that, yeah?
This is going to be great here. This is going to be fun.
2004. The 2002 one's better, but this is still good, yeah? I don't know if you can see that properly. Let me zoom in a little bit. All right.
Here we go.
Andre Shevchenko, Deco, Ronaldinho, Henry, top 4. Yeah.
Madness. Adriano.
Yeah. Theodora Zagorakis for Greece.
Yeah, the Greece, yeah.
Adriano, Nedved, Rooney, Carvalho, Van Nistelrooy, Karacic, Cristiano, Zlatan, Milan Barros, Samuel Eto'o, Kaká.
Hall of Fame of football. Hall of Fame of football.
I used to love Eto'o.
We go down the list. Go down all the way down there. Go down.
Yeah. Morientes. Morientes.
Look at 28.
Waller.
Look at 28.
Didier Drogba, Frank Lampard, Gigi Buffon, Figo, Zidane.
Maldini at 28. Wow.
Bahara.
And Vincente as well.
Look at this. Ludovic Giuli. Look at this, though. Look at this there. Look at this there. Joint 17th, Frank Lampard, Drogba, Buffon. Joint 22nd. 22nd, Figo. 23rd was Zidane.
Zidane, bro. Are you
Maldini, 28th, bruv. Yeah. Now we're seeing Jude Bellingham in 3rd. We see Ronaldinho in 3rd 20 years ago.
Lee, go down to non-voted players. Go look at non-voted. These are they need to be votes, but look at there.
Icon. Roberto Ayala, Fabian Barthez, Beckham, Petr Cech, Emerson, Janino.
Come on, man.
Look at this, man. Nesta, Pirlo, Reyes, Ronaldo, the R9 Ronaldo, you know. Didn't even get voted, you know. Scholes, Brador,
He's not even in the votes. Oh,
Totti, Vieira. Nah, piss off, man.
That's what I be talking about. And they tell you
that list right there, by the way. You see that list there? 21 players that didn't even get in it.
Get the vote.
Didn't even get in the last fucking winners list. Bro, that list there is better than any fuckers on that list we've just seen.
Yes. Yeah. And they'll tell you, Guru, they'll tell you Omar, they'll tell you Northside, they'll say we should rate Martin Odegaard and Harris is the best thing walking this church. That's what they're telling you.
Now go this one, 2002, yeah?
That list is crazy, bro. I can't even lie.
I can already tell it's going to be sick.
2002. Let me zoom in on the 2002 quick. Yeah, this list is crazy, by the way.
Bro, look at this list.
Oh my days.
R9, Roberto
Raul.
Carlos, Oliver Kahn, Zidane, Ballack, Henri, Raul, Rivaldo, Bastuk. He was a baller, by the way. Del Piero, Sus, Ronaldinho, Michael Owen, Van Nistelrooy, Schneider, Saber Veron, Cafu, Vieira, Lucio, Figo, Papa Bouba Diop made it in, brother. Hadj Diouf, RIP, come on. Rio, Baraja, Inzaghi, Roy Mackay, baller. Deportivo were balling back then.
From Deportivo, bro.
Look at the names, 24 players that weren't voted. They were nominated but received no votes.
Habla Aima, man. Come on, man. Casillas.
Anderson, Beckham, Iker Casillas, Cisse, Edmilson, Giggs.
Makalele.
Right, how did Junichi Inamoto get voted in, bud, and even get in that fucking in the first place?
I want to know, bro.
That's a weird one, bro. Thomas Rosicky, Luis Enrique,
Savio
Lely, Paolo Maldini, Clivert, Closer. Look at the names of Saviola, baller. Bro, Totti, Trezeguet, fucking Hoydon. Piss off, man. Look at these names, bruv.
Will
Tord, man.
Who was one of the best goal scorers in Inter Milan at the time. He wasn't even on the list.
Mate, this whole 24-man list here, yeah? This whole 24 list right there is better than the fucking 30 list we just seen.
Yo, facts.
Facts.
And now look at this list, bro. Look at the names on this list, bro. Look at this, yeah? Look at this. Where was it? Where was it? Cafu finished joint 15. Figo joint 19.
What year was this?
2002.
Do 98, man. I want to see 98. Go to 98, Lee.
No, please don't. Oh,
yeah, go to 98, bro.
98 is gonna be a joke. We're gonna be seeing Zidane R9 flipping Rivaldo in that.
This the quality, Omar. This was the quality of football we grew up on. This was it right here. This is the gold standard.
I was lucky. Listen, Matt. One thing I've always said for me, right? I always say that the little years when I was a little child watching football was things I will always cherish for the rest of my life. Because I can say that these players, I got to see them live with my own two eyes. I didn't have to watch these guys on like replay and stuff like that.
And look at the names of Omar, bro. This is ridiculous. Desai, Birdcamp, Edgar.
Davor Shuka was a bad boy. He was a bad boy. He played for us as well. He was a baller, bro. Look at the names though, man. Edgar Davids, Lilian Thuram, Batistuta, Michael Owen, Ronaldo R9, Frank de Boer, Desai, Edgar Davids, Petit, Carl Roberto, Laurent Blanc. Look at these names, bro. Look at these fucking names. Raul, both the Laudrups made it. Seedorf, Overmars. Look, Arsenal were good back then, you know. Beckham made it on that list. Luis Enrique.
Fabio here. Look at the guys who didn't make it on the list.
Look at the names. Tony Adams, Roberto.
Tony Adams, my captain.
How did that not make it on the list?
Captain. Look at Bobai.
Bro, these men they got no fucking votes, bro.
Sebastian Veron. Oh my God. Zambrano,
Marcelo Salas.
Salas, man. Marcelo.
Ariel Ortega. Look at the names. How did Danielson
David Seaman made it
conversation
as well.
in the first place? Is that the Arsenal Danielson?
No, that's the old Danielson. That's the other.
That's a different Danielson. Even Nakata, do you remember him?
Yeah,
I remember him.
He was a bad boy, bro. He was sick.
Yeah,
look at the names on this list, bro. Look at these names, bro. Roberto Baggio got no fucking votes. Fabio Cannavaro. Yeah, Filippo Inzaghi.
Levels are different.
Nedved. Ortega. Marcelo Salas. Look, fucking hell, he's put some weight on, isn't he? Jesus Christ. Shevchenko. Saber Veron. Zamorano. Nah, bro, this is a joke.
No, bro, this is my point, bro. Football has declined so much, bro. It's sad, bro.
Let's do 2001.
It makes me sad, bro, to just see how far football has fallen, bro.
Let's go. In fact, let's go 97.
Oh man,
this is why I can't get my girl to watch any games with me, bro. She ain't interested.
No, me too.
Hey, no, sir. I told.
Because it looks like Premier League. Don't make her watch Premier League. Maybe you watch La Liga in Spanish. You know what I mean?
Hey, no, sir. Hey, Brazil would
look
now.
At R9, bro. Look at R9.
Bro. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Look at this name. Look at these names, bro. Bergkamp. Look at this, man.
Andreas Müller. Look at Andreas Müller from Germany, the German team.
Look at these names, brother. Iri Julkayev, Figo's always there. Zola. Look at these names.
Luis Enrique is up there as well. Look at that.
Yeah.
Alan Shearer was.
Matthias Summer as well. He was a baller. I can't lie. He was a bad
He
boy.
won the Ballon d'Or. Didn't he win the Ballon d'Or?
It was Summer.
Yeah, Summer. Did he win the Ballon d'Or?
Matthias Summer. I'm not sure. I don't think he did. Maybe he did. Maybe it was the year before. Maybe he did. Look, Juninho, Paulo Sousa, Lilian Thuram, Giggsy, Bierhoff. Look at these names, bruv. Rivaldo. Look at this. Rivaldo finished 33rd. Now look at the name. Now look at the names on the list that didn't get a vote.
Look at
Enrico Chiesa.
All the players from the French league, the Farmers
Hernan
League.
Crespo. Yeah, the Farmers League. Crespo. Even De La Pena. I told you, baller. Robbie Fowler, no votes. Filippo Inzaghi, no votes. Robert Pires, no votes. Davor Schuka, Ian Wright, no votes. Karl-Heinz Riedler, baller, no votes. Now this is a piss day.
You know what's funny, Lee? I know we're going back to 97, but even if you go as far as 2007 or 2008, you will still see a sick list.
This is 96. You're right. He did win it 96. Yeah, there you go. 96.
I knew.
It's one of the few.
Alan Shearer. Alan Shearer, third.
There you go.
Look at the names. Look at Kanu, 11th.
Second after his season at PSV when we signed him.
Look at this, man. Alan Shearer, Del Piero, Klinsmann, Suka, Cantona, baller.
Certified baller.
Borski, he was a bad boy baller. Look at this. Boxic. Alan Boxic. That motherfucker used to always score, bruv. I swear that goal had the hardest shot I've ever seen. Ravanelli. Look at these names. Deschamps was a baller. He's on all these lists back then. David Seaman, Raul.
Hey, look at 22. They never tell you we got Apollo Maldini now.
Look at these, man.
Hey, notice how they say we got Paolo Maldini. Man, get out of here, man.
Look at these names, bro. Now look at the names that didn't get a vote. Lauren Blanc, Oliver Bierhoff, Boban, Davids, Davids, Robbie Fowler. I'm gonna say, oh, bro, come on. These names are a piss take. Yari Littmanen. Very be the best number 10 in world football right now.
Yep, exactly.
JJ, my days.
Andreas Muller.
Didn't even get a vote.
Nedved.
Mehmet
Jay,
Scholl.
Raya. Savicevic, Mehmet Scholl, Diego Simeone, Vialli, Zanetti.
Vialli and Zanetti,
Bro.
bro. Lee, go back. Go to 2007 when Kaka won it. Look at the team remember the team in 2007. Yeah, when Kaka won it. I'm sure if you actually even look at that team, you will probably see that's probably
was that when that was Beckham had gone then? He was at Real Madrid then, wasn't he?
Yeah. He was that. Yeah, he was on the way out at that stage. Went too far.
Look at this. Look at this list.
Look at this list.
Look at that list.
Madness.
Quality on that list.
Look at this list.
Daniel Alves, Inzaghi,
Look at that fucking list. And that was 17 years ago. Look how bad football's fallen off. Look at Riquelme down there, bruv.
Hey, how much?
Guys, look up
hey, y'all, what would these players be going for today? On this list right here, bro.
Over 100. Over 100.
Look at this, Michael Essien. Yeah, look at some of these names. Look at Gennaro Gattuso, Petr Cech, Paolo Maldini, Ribery, Dani Alves. Look at these names, bro. Ronaldinho finished 12th that season. Totti, Robinho. Piss off, man. Football fell off, bro. Yeah, football fell off. Big Carlos Tevez, Van Persie, Eric Abidal, RIP to him.
Yeah, I remember Diego. It was a good baller.
Echo.
Malouda.
Wait, Lee, did you say RIP to Abidal?
Was it Abidal that passed?
No, he's still alive.
Who was the Barca guy that passed? I'm sure Eric Abidal died of cancer.
No,
he's still alive.
He had a tumor, but he was healed.
Oh, okay. My bad. Sorry. Well, cool.
I'm trying to think which Barca player you're talking about. I can't.
I know the manager passed in it to Villanova.
Oh,
I know he did,
Villanova,
but
yeah,
I'm sure. I thought Eric
Villanova.
Abidal passed away. That's crazy, bro. I thought he'd passed the cancer and that. That's mad.
No, Lee, it's Tito Villanova you're talking about.
Yeah. Look at these names, by the way. Look, Quaresma. We mentioned him earlier.
Yep, Quaresma.
We watched him for an hour.
We did, yeah. Look at the names here. Look at the names here. Look on the list. Yeah. Look all the way back. Stanley Matthews, Di Stefano. Yeah. Right, but let's go up to like our era. Yeah. Let's go from the 80s onwards. Yeah, because we were born in the 80s. Rossi, Paolo Rossi, bro. Fuck off. Yeah, Michel Platini. My dad said he was a gunman. He was so good, bro. Yeah, you just couldn't get the ball off him. He won it 3 in a row, you know.
Yeah, I think
3 in a row. Rude Hullitz, bro. World class in every position he played. Look at Van Basten.
Our boy.
Van Basten won it the year I was born.
Jean-Pierre Papin.
Am I correct in saying that around that time in the 80s, only European Europeans would win the Ballon d'Or, right? Because I think there was a
Put it
time
back,
when
Lee.
European, it was like the
Stoichkov.
best European player, basically. Wasn't it?
It was
No,
in
no, no, no,
94,
no.
they changed it.
Yeah, 90, was it 94?
Oh, that's
Yeah,
what they
I
changed.
think so. I'm not sure though.
No, Kevin
I'm not-
Keegan won it back
not
to
sure.
back when he was at Hamburg.
Oh yes, Kevin
Yeah,
Keegan.
Kevin Keegan. My dad said, yeah, Kevin Keegan and Michel Platini, yeah, were two of the best footballers he's ever seen, mate. Unbelievable ballers, bro. 1982, Paolo Rossi, that was the year I was born. But look at these names, bro. Stoichkov. He was unreal, man. Yeah, bro. This guy was playing for Bulgaria, bro.
All our young folks in the chat, go look when you get off tonight. Go look at Stoichkov. Just go look at Stoichkov.
Look at Stoichkov and look at Georgie Hadji, because them two in World Cups lit up every World Cup.
94 World Cup, bro. That was the World Cup that Hadji and Stoichkov literally carried their countries.
Taking the fucking piss.
He took Bulgaria to the semi-finals when they knocked out Germany, who were the defending champions.
Hey, let that sink in, Omar. Let it sink in. Bulgaria.
Bulgaria, you know.
Bro, somebody said in the chat earlier, bro, every team had a world-class player in it. Every team had a world-class player in it.
Look at these names, bro. Look at these names. Lothar Matthäus, sorry.
Lothar Matthäus.
Mate, he was such a good player, that guy, bro. Look at these names, man. Nedved, Shevchenko, Ronaldinho, Michael Owen, Figo, Ronaldinho, Rivaldo, Weah, Stammer, Ronaldo, Stoichkov, Baggio, Van Basten. Yeah. Papan, bruv. Jean-Pierre Papan at Marseille was a fucking baller, bruv. Yeah, he was a joke. Yeah, then they've won the Champions League. We ain't. Yeah, we ain't. Yeah. Yeah, that was what, 92, 93?
Was it 92 or 91, 92? 92, 93?
Yeah, it was around there. It was around there. Look at these names, bro. Yeah, now we're watching this shit that we're watching.
Maradona never won the Ballon d'Or, Robert Maguire. He never won it because this was in the 80s. It was just Europeans who were winning the Ballon d'Or. They had to change it.
Stanley Matthews, the first winner of it. Di Stefano then won it the next year. Look at these names, though, bro. Like, look at these names, bro. He played for Deportivo La Coruña, Barca, Inter, Sampdoria, bro.
Yeah, Luis Suarez.
Yeah, come on, Luis Suarez, our bad boy. The original Luis Suarez, bro. The Spanish version.
Original Luis Suarez.
Dennis Law. Dennis Law, bro. Like, this is crazy, bro. Johan Cruyff, Beckenbauer, George Best. Look at George Best, bro. Yeah, and this is why, yeah, right. George Best played for Northern Ireland. They were never going to win anything they never even qualified for a World Cup or a fucking Euros or anything. Yeah, right. He still was the best player in the world. Yeah, it didn't matter about what you did for your country back then so much.
You know,
it was just who's the best player.
Because back then, let's be real, nobody watched football on TV. People had to go to the stadiums and watch. Yeah. So people saw it. Yeah, that's the thing.
These names are mad, brother.
Do we know George Best stats? Nobody knows. That's funny, right? A lot of these players who are now being heralded as greats, right? We don't know what their stats were. Like I always say this, even Maradona. Many people call Maradona the greatest player of all time. I don't know his stats.
I can tell you now, Harry Kane has scored more goals than him, and so has Mohamed Salah.
Hey, Omar. Back then, man, they would have somebody sit up on typewriters. They would go through the little sheets, the match sheets. They would type whatever it is, and they send it to FIFA. And then they get the tally, and that's how you see all them players over there. It's just like it was carbon copy. This is what the player did, and that was it. Now it's all about social media. It's about who's got the best highlight clips. It's about who's the best looking. It's about who's the youngest. You know, it's not about football anymore.
George Best got 189 goals and 13 assists in 522 games. That was in every division: First Division, FA Cup, EFL, European Fairs Cup, Cup Winners' Cup, Shield, Community Shield, League Cup.
Yeah, but was the scan rate better than Cole Palmer?
Hey, Guru, expected threat.
Guru, that's actually a good question. It's his scan rate, bro.
Expected threat.
There was a game that George Best played, yeah. Well, I can't remember where I heard this, but it was on, I think it was a radio channel or a TV channel. Yeah, and it was somebody saying that they were playing against Fulham. He was playing for Man United, and they were playing against Fulham, right? And you know the referee counts the players on the pitch and all that, right? Well, George Best weren't there, yeah, because he turned up late for the game. Yeah, and he's running out, pulling his shorts up and putting his shirt on as he's running out onto the pitch as they're about to kick off, yeah? Yeah, left foot only. See, my G knows this. Left foot fucking only. He had a bet with one of his teammates that he would only touch the ball the whole game with his left foot. Yeah, and he did it all game. I think he bagged a hat-trick in that game. I think it was Fulham.
You should,
He bagged a hat-trick. Yeah, but there was games where he'd nutmeg 2 or 3 players for fun, and it was too easy. So he'd just go back, nutmeg them all the way back, and then just go, right, let's go again then, lads.
Hey, Eusebio would have been ruthless. You know, we were talking about Hardy.
Eusebio, I've seen videos of Eusebio in the 1966 World Cup. I'm like, bro, this guy was playing in today's era, bro. Oh my God, bro. Pray for the defenders of this. He had speed, he had power, he had it all. And what's crazy is, Lee, just when you were talking about George Best, I remember seeing a video when I was like a few years ago, right, where there was like greatest players of all time, right? And they were showing shots of like these players, right? I saw a video of George Best in the early 1960s when like the camera was like slow as hell. This brother, right, I was watching this guy dribble past like 3 players with one move. I was like, bro, he was doing this back in the 1960s. Why is it
Hey, Omar.
these highlights?
Me and Lee was up one night. We was watching G Stefano videos. He's out there smoking cigarettes.
Yeah,
right. He's out there smoking cigarettes, running through everybody, man.
And he was drunk. He was drunk playing football. Yeah, Wes knows in the chat as well. Yeah, half time he'd go and smash a couple of birds in the fucking showers while they're doing the team talk at half time. I'm not even taking the piss. Wes knows this. Yeah, real talk. Yeah, like he'd go in there, he'd score 2 goals in the first half. He'd go and bend over a couple in the shower while the manager's taking the team talk with the rest of the team. Yeah, he'd have a couple of shots of whiskey or whatever. Yeah, he'd smoke a couple of cigarettes. He'd go straight back out and finish his hat trick off. It's like, come on, bro. You're playing on pitches that you can't even control the ball properly on. Imagine this not trying to control the ball on them pitches.
You remember that night we was up late? We was watching it was somebody's highlights, and you were saying, look at the pitch, and it was just a mud. It was just a mud pit. It was a mud pit, and the Jew drugged the ball. I forgot who it was. It might have been Recoba. We were watching. He drugged the ball back and passed. He was like, "Oh man, you taking the piss, man."
Yeah, I think it was Recoba.
Yeah, these players would not cut it in that era. No way.
Matty, but it was raining.
But you know
what? Yeah, you mustn't forget it's raining for both teams. That comment right there.
Northside, I know you've never been in Africa, but I'm sure you've seen this. Because when I used to be back in Africa when I was a kid, right, when we used to play football, there was no such thing as turfs in Gambia. What you had was like sand, crazy amounts of sand, right? That's where we used to play football, right? And the environment was absolutely crazy. It's crazy today when I'm watching like some of these young kids when they're talking about, oh, but the turf is not that good looking. Oh, look at this area. This area is all muddy and all of this stuff. Bro, I'm like, bro, I used to literally play in areas like this all the time. What are you complaining about? But it shows you, man, some of these players, they're not cut out for certain kind of football.
So Alexis Sanchez said, sorry to cut in there. Alexis Sanchez said, yeah, right, he had no football boots. He had to play bare feet in the street. Yeah.
Bro, I hear that because I used to do the same thing. I didn't have like.
Northside ban that account. That ain't me, bro.
Oh my days.
Unless it's Tao logging in on my other account, it ain't me.
It looks so realistic.
Don't ban it yet, just in case.
No, if it was Tao, he would have texted me.
If he starts doing some weird stuff, just ban it. But yeah, honestly, right, it's crazy, Lee, right? Because I completely agree with Alexis on that. When I was a kid, I didn't have like these the cleats and all of these stuff. We used to play barefoot, and it was so incredible. And you know what's crazy, right? Some of the best players I used to watch, like in my neighborhood, were the ones who you could see them like dribbling with like barefoot, right? Juggling with the ball, doing skills with just their barefoot, right? When I was a kid, I would watch Ronaldinho like when he's doing the freestyling on YouTube. Bro, this guy's on the beach with his barefoot, just doing some madness with the ball. On the beach, with heavy sand.
Yeah, the ball will get caught up in the sand. You can trip over the ball. You fall over like the sand, like a pile up. It's mad, bro.
And the insane thing is, I saw something with Berbatov. Did you guys ever see the video of Berbatov when he was juggling with the orange recently? Like, that was like a few years ago, like when he's retired. Juggling with the orange, right? The control. I'm like, bro, this is a guy who's been retired for over a decade. I saw videos of Ronaldinho during charity games with a belly lead. Did you guys ever see that video where he had like not back 2 players? And he's literally like, he's not even running. He's so like overweight. He can't even run with the ball. He's just taking his time.
Did you see the one of Maradona juggling with the apple? He literally picks the apple up out the fruit bowl and just starts juggling with it and then catches it, bites it and walks off. You're taking a fucking piss, mate. Like, a fucking apple.
Me and Lee was watching. We was watching Maradona when it was in the '94 World Cup when he was here, and he told him, "I want to go to the worst field you got." And then go to the mud pit, and he's out there in the mud. He's out in the mud going 100 miles per hour, just running like ain't nothing going on. No problem. Trapping the ball in the mud, you know. They don't build them like that no more, man. They don't build them like that no more, man.
Nope.
No, it's different. But this comment's true. Where are the great free kick takers today, like Roberto Carlos and Juninho from Leon? It's true.
The only one is Messi, mate. He can still consistently scores free kicks.
But
like,
Messi's not even from this generation.
Like House and like every team you have a specialist. Like you don't even see that no more.
Even Ward Prowse, though. How many free kicks did he score a season? Hardly any.
This was.
Who would you say is a specialist at it now?
Only Messi, and he's on the way out. He's nearly done. Let's be real.
No, sir.
You know what's funny? And you know what's funny, Lee? Did you remember? Was it in the 18-19 season? Messi, I think, scored like 10 free kicks or 11 free kicks that season, bro. Remember, it was the season where he scored that free kick against Liverpool. Bro, that wasn't even the only free kick. I remember when we played Villarreal. I think that game ended 4-4 or some crazy thing like that. He scored like 2 free kicks in that game. I'm like, yo, there was a time when Messi's free kicks was a guaranteed goal.
Yeah, it was like having a penalty.
Literally. And he could score from anywhere. Like his free kicks was like, that's what's crazy about Messi's free kick. It wasn't like one specific area. He would literally score free kicks from what crazy angles. I remember one time I was watching when
I remember one against Osasuna or Bilbao where he just launched it and just looped it into the top corner, wasn't it? From left side.
Did you remember what the defenders were even doing? Like, do you know Messi's free kick was so crazy that the managers would actually like do setups where they would actually try to counter when he was about to take the free kick. You would see like when the referee blew the whistle and Messi was just about to kick it, you would see somebody run to like the place where he would put the ball, and one of the defenders has already covered the area, and he would literally still put it past them, bro. I'm like, yo, you know this guy's a very crazy free kick taker that you actually have to set up a tactic just so that he doesn't score his free kick.
Back in the day, if you was an attacking player, there was 3 things that you could do. You could free kicks, you could head the ball, and you could do basically, scoring. All of that now is down to just 1 or 2 things that you can do at best. And the game is just not the game the way it used to be. It's just a lot of what made the game so special over the years for all of us has been coached out of football.
100%. And the people saying trend in the chat for free kicks, yeah, he scores maybe like 1 in 35 or something. So calm down, calm yourselves, understand your Liverpool fans, and Trent's your god or whatever. Real Madrid next year, probably the same with Saliba. So just wipe them out of your minds already. All right, just saying.
Guru's saying they're gone. He's saying they're gone, man. Listen, big up to the panel. Big up to Matty. Make sure you're subscribing to Southern Guna. Make sure you're doing that. Make sure you're subscribing to the Matchday Guru. Make sure you're subscribing to Omar as well. Make sure you're subscribing to Lee Reacts. Big up to everyone locked in. And big up, my G. Big up for the super chat. These new age fans will never see Hamsik Roberto.
With the big hair, Marek Hamsik. With a big, it's like a shot.
I had a full hog because of him. I had a full hog because of Hamsik. No joke.
You did that? Oh, have you got
we need to see pictures of this.
No, I used to. When I was younger, I had a full hog because of Hamsik.
It needs to be a profile pic, man.
I had the red stripe, yeah, because of Freddie. I had that when I was younger. I had the red stripe. I had the red stripe because of Freddie.
I had the honorary trim, man. That level 1 trim, like 0.5.
I had a 0.5 short sleeve black gloves. Yeah, that he was cooking every game when that happened.
I want to see that picture with the trim. Oh my days!
Yeah, Guru, next stream, bro. We need to see it, bro. Get the old Nokia out.
With the hairline these days, I don't know about that, man. My barber's out on vacation, so the beard's looking rough. The hair's looking rough. You know what I'm saying? He'll be back on Friday.
Now you're looking more like Gundos. Calm, man. Mature thing now. You know what I mean? Sensible now. But big up to the whole panel. Big up to everyone locked in. We're going to redirect to Flawless. So make sure Northside raid on the way in. Big up to Flawless. Make sure you go support Flawless, real one. You know what I mean? Big up, guys, man. And yeah, man, tomorrow, Preston, we better win because if we don't, yeah, it's gonna be.
If we don't, yeah, trust me, I'm gonna break the internet. no, I'm not having it. He better fucking win. He better win that game, mate.
Yeah, we're gonna win the game tomorrow, nice and easy. And we're gonna be on this Saturday.
No, we
Matty, I don't know what you've been putting in that drink, but like this level of positivity, Matty. Yeah, like
I'm not even.
Gal got to him.
I got a little bit of
Gal's got to him, man.
I got a little bit of E-Gal right here. We winning tomorrow. I'm not even worried about it. We winning this game tomorrow.
Okay.
There we go, man. Big up to everyone that's locked in, man. And we're out. Love.
Conky out.
Edu out.